right?
No, I'm not. And you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
How would you?
Man.
Customers usually go through several stages when they hear that their item's not as valuable as they thought. The first is disbelief, followed by denial, anger, and even assault. In this video, we see a woman who assaults a security guard. Another insults and body shames Ashley, and one almost takes a swing at Les. The thing all these people have in common is that they were shocked at the real value of their item.
Yes, ma'am.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to pay my rent. It was due a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Why you keep looking at my ring like that is real? I mean, what, you want the studs on my lip or something?
Pawning it. I'm not buying it. You're just pawning it. You want to pawn it? Keep control of herself. I don't know what the hell her problem was. I don't give a what her problem was. She's lucky my security staff didn't beat her ass.
There's never a shortage of people who don't know their item is fake. The truth makes this woman explode at Les, but she never stands a chance because Les has backup.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm Nana.
Nana.
I called up here and I got an estimated price, and they told me that I could get $400 for these.
You called up here and got an estimated price.
Yeah.
Who did you talk to?
Nicole?
Nicole. Over the phone?
Yes,
But we
ma'am.
don't see them over the phone. She's lying.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Well, which is it, Nicole or Nikki?
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my $400.
All right. I'm looking at the diamonds, and I know right off the bat the weight is just not gonna make it. I know I am not gonna be able to help her. I can do 185. No, I'm not, and you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Yes, the I am, because that's what I called for. Nikki! What? No, Nikki! Where this bitch at?
She all of a sudden darted away from me, started screaming for Nikki. It was like a bat out of hell.
Where this?
A customer comes in to pawn her jewelry, but she's not ready for what Ashley has to say about it.
Excuse me.
Nikki!
First of all, you're not gonna scream in my store.
No, first of all, you're not gonna walk up on me either.
This is Nikki, and
they told me that they was gonna give me $400.
oh, so look at
And
these
now they telling me
because-
that I can't get my money and I need this now.
Don't you
No,
dare.
that, I need my money right now.
I don't know what this chick was talking about. She was very confused, but I know one thing for certain. Nana needed to go.
You like that?
Well, you disrespected me, my store.
Y'all bitches.
Okay.
Everybody in this
This
mother
is
y'all.
Joe.
All y'all.
Okay, have a good day.
And kiss my ass.
Keep walking. Bye, Nana.
You bitch. All you mother.
Give me a headache.
Nana's smart enough to leave before security throws her out, but she makes sure that she's got the last word.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. I'm here today. I want to pawn my computer. I'm trying to get my son into a technical high school. I know it's ugly, but it's
No, I didn't say it was ugly. How much you looking to get?
like 175. Oh, that's not enough. I really wish you could give me like 150.
Have you ever had an impound before?
Yeah, I'm a gold card member.
Get it for you for the same amount that you've had it in for.
What was that? Do you consider the fact that I've been patronizing this business since '97?
I really appreciate.
You're not giving me what I want.
Well, I don't give everybody what they want.
157.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay. Do you want the 100?
No, I don't.
Okay, then goodbye.
This customer walks in with a laptop and a price that just won't cut it. Ashley knows this one's gonna have to go.
What do you mean goodbye?
You can walk out the store.
I can, but am I going to walk out?
You will.
Who's going to make me? I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this mother. Not giving me what I want.
I don't give everybody what they want.
150.
Well, if you had
As
something
a patron that's been patron since '97.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this mother.
Are you a lady or are you a child?
I don't give a what I am. And don't think that you won't. Because all I got to do is make a phone call. You know what? Get out. I'm not going out of here. Get out. Me up. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Get out of my store now. I've been patronizing this business since '97.
You have an English degree, right?
No, I don't. Y'all.
Despite Ashley's efforts to help her, the woman goes ballistic. Felix, the security guard, escorts the woman out, but she doesn't go quietly.
I was coming in to try and get like $1,500 for this.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my baby daddy out of jail, and I've been really trying to work things out with us. I love him dearly. I was his first phone call, you know, so that lets me know that he loves me.
Huh?
No, not 50 bucks. I want 1,500
I'm sorry,
for
I
these.
can't help you with that.
I said.
I don't care what you said.
I said I want 1,500.
I'm not giving you $1,500.
1,500.
I am not giving you.
To get my man out, okay? I want 1,500. What part of that you ain't understanding?
You need a hug.
No, don't give me no damn hug.
Oh, you need a hug.
I don't want no damn hug. Get off of me.
Put that, baby.
I don't want no hug from you.
Sure.
I don't want no hug from you. Kiss my ass.
Gave her a hug.
The woman comes in to trade baseball cards. However, the only thing she manages to do was initiate a shouting match with Ashley. This one is put out the door fast.
Look at her watch.
Absolutely.
Is that a ladybug?
It is.
Yeah, that looks kind of nice.
Full cut stones.
Give me a second. Okay.
Mother of pearl dial, like I said.
Man, same old, same old.
What's going on?
Excuse me? Don't you get paid by the hour? Trying to rush people?
I'm not trying to rush
You
you.
are trying to rush me. Get the watch back out. Don't try to play me.
Seth and this customer can't seem to get anywhere in this transaction because she's texting.
No, I'm not
You
laughing.
laughing? You laughing? What's funny? Are you mental?
Menthol?
Mental.
Oh.
Do you see this phone? Do you see me texting? I can slow down.
Yeah, please slow down.
I am texting at me like I'm crazy. What is crazy to you? I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a VIP. You better recognize.
Have a good day, man.
You have a good day.
Byron,
Who owns
it's time
this
for her to
place?
go.
I'm trying to buy a watch. Don't be pushing me flipping and flopping.
Please.
Pay attention. Because I ain't got time for this. You know what?
She got outside, it's like a damn transformer. Wig flew off. She saw the Darn King starter kit. It was terrible. Don't forget about your wig.
Have a good day.
Leave me alone.
The woman gets worked up about her texting. This leaves Seth no choice but to send the woman off the premises.
All right, I'm gonna redeem this.
Okay, actually, this was pulled.
Pardon me?
It was due on the 2nd.
No, I'm here to pay it right now.
I know, your loan is only for 90 days. So
What are you talking about?
If it's out there, then we can work from there.
Look, seriously, come on, why don't you just give me the TV back so I can
Yeah.
leave, all right?
Yeah,
I'm getting a little aggravated.
I'm sorry you're getting.
I'm ready to, it's
You're
just,
ready to what?
Just get pissed off. All right, I'm not. Seriously. No.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. I want to just get it over with.
What are we gonna get over with?
I want to get my TV.
What you can do is you can go buy a TV.
You know, I'm getting.
You sound just like him.
I'll put a big ass flyer in the street. I'll make up signs. Well, American jewelry alone sucks.
Looking like Nick Nolte after hanging out with Charlie Sheen for 3 nights. Go on somewhere, man.
The guy wants his TV back, but he's past due. And it's really hard for this delusional man to accept.
Me.
Have a good day.
Whatever, bitch. I'll be back. I will be back.
The irate Karen tries to take matters into her own hands, but ends up getting thrown out instead.
Hello, my wife. Oh, y'all don't want to give me my.
She was losing it. You're gonna take a cone from my property and put it in your truck? Okay, then if you're stealing,
Y'all stole
then
my.
okay, if you're
I'm
stealing,
your. Excuse me, get your big ass on. Oh, excuse me. Don't you take my cone.
She's gonna try to take a cone because we won't give her her TV back. I think that's an even trade.
It doesn't end there though. The woman tried to take a cone since she couldn't get the TV.
The Gim Brawl. So watch this hulking bodybuilder guy, all muscles and bravado, strutting into a pawn shop with this wrecked workout thing that looked like it went through a blender. He was like a peacock on protein, thinking he set up a magic muscle worm. The shopkeeper, a guy with a face as serious as a freshly waxed dumbbell, raised an eyebrow at the smashed up widget on the counter.
Hey man, I need to talk to somebody about this. This piece of junk I bought in here just a couple days ago don't work now, it's broken.
Check out this masterpiece, our bodybuilder buddy declared, pointing dramatically at his broken workout thing. It's so messed up. I swear it's doing reverse squats by itself. The shopkeeper, squinting at the wreckage, deadpanned. Reverse squats, huh? Must be the newest gym craze.
This thing obviously couldn't handle what I was doing on it, so 2 days later, it don't even work, so.
But our muscle hero was not giving up. Leaning over the counter, he claimed, "I want my money back."
How about you just get my money, and then we won't have any more problems with this, but I need my money back.
This thing's more of a comedy show than a workout. The shopkeeper, trying not to crack a smile, said, "Well, it's a one-of-a-kind piece, guaranteed to break the ice at any gym."
Or what?
Or what? There's gonna be a problem. How about
what
that?
kind of problem is there going to be?
Oh no, that's like a WWE scene. Our bodybuilder flexed his words and shoved the shopkeeper. "Give me my money or I'll turn you into a cardio machine for a month." And just like that, the pawn shop turned into a wrestling ring.
Don't touch.
Come on, come on, man, let's go.
The shopkeeper, unexpectedly nimble, fought back and chaos replaced. It was like two sumo wrestlers battling for the last protein bar. Trying to play hero, two guards materialized out of thin air. They grabbed our bodybuilder and his busted gear, dragging them out.
We got you. Bring a few more. All we needed was two.
All y'all out.
Our muscle dude flailed around, still demanding his refund like a sad, deflated balloon. The pawn shop went back to normal.
That's it, my man. Bring a few more.
There's your machine, buddy.
The art of negotiation. So let's see this guy walking into a pawn shop, allowing him to be the next big art dealer with a painting put away under his arm. He's giving off major, "I'm gonna hit the jackpot" vibes. The shopkeeper, with a sneaky grace of a cat burglar, checks out the painting like it's the Mona Lisa 2.0. Our confident guy also spins this wild tale about how the painting formerly belonged to Napoleon's pet goldfish, or some other crazy story.
So what you got?
I've got a painting from Peter Max.
An original painting?
Well, I got into a silent auction.
The shopkeeper, poker-faced like a pro, goes, intriguing. You can virtually see dollar signs in his eyes as he dreams of making a fortune. Now comes the big moment. Confident guy bravely says, "I want $3,000 for this masterpiece."
Let's see if she can close a deal.
Yeah, what is the bottom line?
3,000.
No way.
The shopkeeper, still all mysterious and cool, smirks and says, "I can do 1,500, or you can hit the road."
1,500 and we got a deal.
It's like a Western showdown, but with money instead of guns. It's a take it or leave it situation. The confident guy, looking a bit less sure of himself, decides to pull a classic move, pretending to discuss it with his imaginary art expert friend. Maybe it's an unnoticeable chum with an art degree. While our hero is deep in discussion with his invisible art critic, the shopkeeper, beaming like a Cheshire cat, decides to up the figure.
I know there's a market for it.
So $1,500 I think is pretty good. They need to take the money and run.
He counts out $1,500, slams it on the counter as if to say, "Take the cash and run, chum," or say farewell to the deal of a lifetime.
1,500.
All right.
In the end, the confident guy, now looking further confused than confident, grabs the cash and virtually sprints out of the shop. And that is how a pawn shop turned into a comedy stage, starring Mr. Confident, the mysterious shopkeeper, and an oil with a Napoleon-connected goldfish. Art, my friends, might be priceless, or at least worth $1,500.
Peter Max.
Plump man. In Hardcore Pawn, Les Gold faces off with a cheerful, plump customer aiming to sell a watch for his wife's anniversary. Les, ever witty, discovers it's their anniversary too. The old man deadpans 25 years, prompting Les to hilariously inquire, "How many happy years, man?" Laughter ensues in this pawn shop comedy. Too bad the shopkeeper shuts it down quicker than a bad punchline, not willing to spend a dime on what he thinks is a phony watch. Talk about a comedy of errors in the pawn shop.
It's fake. I'm not interested in it.
Let me see what you got in watches and take.
Now, brace yourself for the ultimate comedy meltdown. Our plum seller cranks up the chaos meter, throwing wild threats about the shopkeeper's wife and claiming he's seen her somewhere.
You're married, right?
I am.
This triggers the shopkeeper, turning the whole scene into a chaotic carnival.
There's two things you don't talk about.
What's that?
My wife and my family.
In the blink of an eye, security guards swoop in, snatch our hefty hero, and give him the grand exit, escorting him out like the star of an unexpected sitcom. Guess what? Our main guy, kicked out of the shop like a party crasher, hits the street with a style only he can pull off. It's like a comedy buffet that'll have you grinning like you just discovered the ultimate joke. Get ready for hilarious adventure. Need help? Video, there's this super hyper dude who charges into a shop, making a fuss like it's the biggest emergency. And get this, he decides a random table is his new chill zone. No rules, no worries, just pure wackiness. Get ready to laugh your socks off. Get a load of this to hit the road. But guess what? He's on a whole different planet. Watches. Get ready to giggle. So there's this new lady in the shop who's decided to be a rebel. She goes all sneaky and puts the shop's watches up for sale online without telling, confidently struts away, leaving the staff scratching their heads like, did that just happen? It's a hilarious roller coaster and you won't stop laughing.
You weren't as big of a bitch. I was wrong.
Excuse me? Get the out of here.
Get set to lol. This funny video is like a crazy ride with surprises, silliness, and a hint of madness that'll have you laughing without a pause. The twists and turns make it a hilarious and chaotic experience for anyone lucky enough to catch the shop's wild antics. Brace yourself for a good laugh as you watch the madness unfold in the side-splitting comedy script style video.
What did she say?
That I am the bitch. Get the out of here.
Penny pincher. Get ready to chuckle. This hilarious video is all about a super energetic girl trying to convince her super penny pincher dad to hire more security for their shop. She's all passionate like, "Dad, we need extra protection." But oh boy, her dad's like, "Nah, that's just throwing money away."
Adding an extra night security guard is an expense we don't need.
Dad, I just don't understand.
The funniest part? When the argument gets so wild, the girl pretends to be super angry and storms out of the room. It's silly, it's amusing, and you'll be laughing your socks off at their crazy fight.
Every single time I have an idea and I bring it to your attention, he then has to walk in.
Hold on to your funny bone. This comedy video is pure chaos when the staff walks out, and surprise, the roof is missing.
Peeled the roof off?
Yeah, they peeled the roof.
Yep, someone peeled it away like a giant banana. Imagine the team head scratching in disbelief. Their shop literally got unroofed.
The alarm company called. They thought it was a false alarm.
Is anything missing?
I have no idea.
Now, here comes the kicker. They start worrying it might be a sneaky robbery. Cue the panic as they sprint to check the CCTV, hoping to catch the audacious roof peeler in action. Get ready for a laughter-packed roller coaster as they dive into this hilarious investigation. Get ready to laugh in this super funny video.
They got 2 guys. So they get through the internet room, jump in.
The staff at a quirky shop freaks out when they find out someone peeled off the roof for a supposed robbery. Total chaos, right? So they go all detective and check the CCTV footage. But wait for it. Turns out, not 1, not 2, but 3 guys break in. And here's the kicker.
Looks like they grabbed the coat right there and then out.
So these guys could have been part of a 3-man team.
One of them ends up hiding inside the fridge. It's like a comedy show gone wild, leaving the staff scratching their heads and everyone else in stitches. You won't believe the crazy twist in this comical caper.
We got broken into last night. Took it for a coat and ran out.
I told you that security should have been here at night.
Stolen microphone. The seller, baffled, asks when they were taken off the rack. It's a funny scene of concert chaos turned into a pawn shop jackpot, where microphones become rock star souvenirs, and the friend is the accidental hero of the day.
Microphones I picked up from a concert last night.
The person insists the microphones were flung into the concert crowd, a spontaneous catch. The seller, eyebrows raised, gets an unexpected call from American Jewelry about missing microphones. It's a classic mix-up where concert souvenirs turn into an unintentional pawn shop investigation, leaving everyone wondering how the microphones took an unexpected detour.
I'm from American Jewelry. I have a gentleman down here.
A mad girlfriend. Welcome to the whirlwind of pawn shop hilarity. Our unsuspecting star walks in aiming for a ring appraisal and potential pawn deal. Little did they know they were about to join the ranks of pawn shop legends in a tale of marital madness.
I wanted to get it appraised, see how much it might be worth.
Okay.
Of ring-napping sore, plunging the spouse into an emotional roller coaster over the disappearance of their precious bling. The tension is so palpable, you could carve it with a jeweler's precision. But hold on, our hero clarifies, "I'm here for an appraisal, not to pawn." Q gasps in the realization that pawn shop language got lost in translation. The spouse is in disbelief, and we can almost hear dramatic music building up in the background.
You wanted an appraisal on this ring.
Plot twist, the ring allegedly transformed into bike parts? Is this a pawn shop or a two-wheeled saga? Accusations fly faster than a speeding bike, plunging us into a marital showdown. "Why'd you take my ring?" echoes through the pawn shop halls.
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Our hero is left flabbergasted, caught in the crossfire of accusations and domestic mayhem. "I just wanted to know its worth," they exclaim, trying to defuse the explosive situation. But alas, emotions rage on.
Yesterday you said you needed bike parts and didn't have the damn money. And all of a sudden you got my damn ring.
The drama unfolds, they assert their right to park no matter the odds. Suddenly,
I'm patiently telling you, dude. Park your spots out.
Meanwhile, our hero, undeterred, asserts, "I'm not going nowhere," as if the van gods themselves had bestowed upon them a divine parking mission. In a shocking turn of events, our hero literally stops, drops, and rolls on the store carpet, leaving everyone perplexed.
Hey, I was wondering what you could get me on a loan for the PS3. We're on a mission now. Real mission to get my brother out of jail.
All of a sudden, the cop just stopped us because one of our lights are off in the back of our brake. Bought it 300, I got 150, and now I'm here, ended up with his brother trying to sell his video game system on his games on the controller. See what we could do with that.
95 is close. I get to 100 for you.
100, mama.
I can't.
100.
I normally would have given $80 on this game unit. I went $15 over, and that wasn't even good enough. But too bad I couldn't help her out because I wanted to help her. But I hope she can find the money.
Two customers come into the pawn shop on a noble mission of freedom. However, Ashley lets them down easily, but at least they take it better than most customers in this video.
Pawn shop because we, is in need of money. And we're trying to pawn this VCR and this TV.
Okay, will you put it on there like that? And you wouldn't. Where's the income? You want to go to the So what?
I was ready for them to have a full-out brawl out there.
Get your ass on somewhere.
No, get your ass on, hockey ass. I tell all ladies and everything.
Can I help you guys? Why are you guys fighting?
I kicked what he said. It was offensive.
Yeah, pretty good for TV. Sell it. Actually, yeah, we gonna pawn this. No, the TV didn't get dropped.
Money.
It works. $20. All right, 20 will work.
Hey, you can each get 10.
Oh, you agree now?
All right, just give it to this gentleman. We're gonna do this for 20. Just go online, get your ticket, and get your cash.
This is a general conversation.
Okay, well, we still in a relationship, though.
Tiffany, seriously, maybe you should go in the parking lot and just wait for him.
You're right. I am going to wait in the parking lot.
Freckles really pretty. I like that.
A chaotic couple barely makes it to the pawn shop before smashing one of their items in an argument. The couple is more sad than shocked that they've rendered their items worthless.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. I've got a ring I want you to take a look at for me.
You know what it is?
They're diamonds.
They're not diamonds. That's cubic zirconium and silver.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
I know what this is.
I'm telling you, I can't give you any money for it.
I know it has value, and I'm really, really upset right now.
So,
I've worked for an attorney. I know my rights. Don't touch me. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Oh yeah. What a gentleman you are. Anybody? Woman, what? Get me out of here. Get away!
4 times she hit me. Randy, 4 times? Why would I not give her money if it was worth it? I thought you were smiling when she was doing that.
This woman can't believe her diamonds are actually not diamonds. If you like seeing angry senior citizens, then this grandma's got you covered like a quilt.
Who's now back at the pawn shop. And this time we have a surprise because we've got a whole cast of characters in here today. Check out this lady starting off all cheerful and friendly, saying hi to the folks at the front desk. But out of nowhere, she does a complete 180 and turns ice cold. What's her deal?
Ringo. You lost this ring.
This lady is all like, I totally came by here last month, I swear. But guess what? The computer ain't lying, my friends. The receptionist straight up told her that her precious ring is nowhere to be found. And you know what? It's on her. If she really cared about that ring, she should have shown up way sooner to claim it, but she didn't, so tough luck, I guess.
You didn't bring it last month. You brought it 4 months ago.
Now this lady is totally losing her marbles, you know? I mean, it's kind of dumb if you ask me. She should have just remembered where she left her stuff. But no. Instead, she's going off like some chatty old grandma, non-stop yapping about it.
Give me my motherfucking ring and let me see a manager in this picture.
I'll get you a manager in this thing.
Oh boy, we've got a real character on our hands here. This lady just won't accept any responsibility, I tell ya. Hey lady, newsflash. It's your job to remember, not his. This is where she's really taking the cake and acting like a complete idiot. And get this, she starts pointing fingers at poor Les, blaming him for this whole mix-up.
You got me up.
Well, no, you got yourself up.
No, you got.
Can you believe it? I mean, come on, lady. It's clearly your fault, not his. Thank goodness for that bodyguard who swiftly stepped in and removed her from the scene. I gotta say, it's giving me secondhand embarrassment. Just look at the unending drama.
Sorry that your grandma's ring exceeded its time limit. You made the mistake and did.
But what we've got next will blow your mind. So it's just another day dealing with annoyed customers. This lady was supposedly waiting for 2 hours, or so she said. But man, isn't she a little too aggressive?
Oh, you gonna ignore me. Can I get some help?
Now Ashley jumps in to handle the situation, but this lady won't even let Ashley speak for a single minute. Such a big mouth.
You need some better help up in here. I've been standing here going on almost 2 hours.
This lady just won't quit shouting, and to be honest, Ashley is so done with it. But you won't believe what this customer does next. It's seriously shocking.
Because he told me. Excuse me.
Seriously, what kind of lady does that? I get that she's mad, but why resort to getting physical when the manager is talking calmly too? Well, Les totally turned her down because it's just not worth that much. And this lady couldn't handle it, I suppose. You won't believe what she does next. Seriously shocking stuff. This customer walks in claiming she's here to get back the stuff she pawned off. But guess what?
Buy. Not pawn. They were buy.
Turns out she didn't pawn anything. She straight up sold it off. Man, this lady is clueless. She doesn't have her ticket and she expects someone to help her out? Seth tries to intervene, but it's pointless because this woman just can't grasp the fact that without the ticket, there's nothing anyone can do.
If you bring me the ticket, I'd be more than happy to take care of it for you.
I need my.
Show me the ticket.
I don't have my ticket.
Now she's all paranoid, thinking people are trying to deceive her, and she's planning to take matters into her own hands. Uh-oh, that can't end well. At this point, it's best to just walk away, lady.
Phone call. My love be up here to handle y'all, mother.
Who you having?
Ma'am.
This lady is refusing to leave until her brother shows up to give the pawn shop owners a beating. How messed up is that? Seriously, this woman needs to just shut up.
Better be ready.
For what?
Because my brother's gonna
ready
come up here and
to
handle
do what?
Thing, you're a thief. I mean, look up in the dictionary. That's what it means.
Bad parenting. The pawn shop door swings open, and a furious mother charges in like a bull in a china shop, demanding to know if her daughter sold her precious ring here.
How you gonna sit here and tell me? You told me you brought it here, right?
Yeah.
It best be here.
I don't have it.
Now what we gonna do?
There's nothing
what
I can do.
What the hell we gonna do? Because I need my
Nothing I can do.
Don't belong to my mother. I want my ring.
Eh, not a good impression anyway. To defuse the chaos, Ashley stepped up. Let's see if it helped or not.
You took your grandma's ring.
Yes.
And you pawned it. When?
The day before yesterday.
Okay, so where's your ticket?
I don't have it.
So let me ask you a question as a mother. Did you press charges against your daughter for being a thief?
I'm not pressing no charges against my daughter.
Then you can't get it back.
No.
Get a grip on yourself, Mommy. The woman just won't listen to anyone. Man, where do such people come from? No wonder her daughter's acting the way she is.
I came in here to try to resolve the situation. But yeah, you want to figure it out. Hey, get off him.
You better figure out some way to get your mom's ring back.
Watch when I get your ass home. Now see, now you got labeled as a thief.
HarleyDavidson.
You got any paperwork I can see on it, or?
Yeah, I got the title, but can we negotiate first or something? I mean...
Now, Corey's a seasoned pawnbroker, and his spidey senses tingled the moment the seller mentioned paperwork later. It wasn't the gleaming Harley-Davidson that raised an eyebrow. It was the seller's insistence on negotiation first, documents on hold. See, Corey's dealt with his fair share of shady characters, and a bike like this beauty attracts all sorts. So with a polite but firm smile, Corey politely pushed back. Paperwork, he said, before we talk about the price. Standard procedure.
You got any paperwork I can see on it, or?
Yeah, I got the title, but can we negotiate first?
The seller's eyes flickered ever so slightly, and that was all Corey needed. Something wasn't kosher here. Now, Corey isn't just sharp, he's thorough. Those papers, discrepancies galore. Dates that didn't line up, VIN numbers singing a different tune. So Corey did what any responsible pawnbroker would do. He plugged those details into the good old computer system. What he found sent chills down his spine. Corey knew right then this wasn't just a sale. It was a potential police sting waiting to happen. Sure, the Harley was a head-turner, a chrome-plated masterpiece that could make angels weep. But for Corey, business wasn't about shiny toys. It was about integrity, about doing the right thing. And the right thing in this case meant making sure this beauty wasn't a stolen dream, someone else's heartache wrapped in leather and chrome. So, with a heavy heart and a clear conscience, Corey had to do what he had to do. Walk away from the deal, even if it meant letting that Harley roar out of his life and into the unknown. iPhone.
I just got this phone that I bought here like 2-3 days ago, and this don't work.
The bell above the pawn shop door jangled, and in walked a man clutching a sleek black phone. He announced, smooth as silk, that this beauty was a recent purchase, now sadly broken.
The camera don't work. It keeps freezing and like that.
He claims that it's just too irritating to use because the phone freezes frequently and the camera doesn't function.
Did you download a camera function?
No, it clearly got a camera. Why would I have to download it?
When it was questioned if he had downloaded the camera feature, he became very irate. If he's telling the truth, then why does this inspection set him off? And why was he even being questioned about getting the download? That isn't how it operates in any case.
You got your receipt?
No, I ain't got it with me. I ain't bring it.
First of all, we don't sell it.
We can decide right now whether the client is attempting to misdirect. Rich, the seasoned pawnbroker behind the counter, felt it too. That intuition honed by years of dealing with all sorts, that sixth sense for trouble, it was screaming at him. This wasn't just a customer with a broken phone. It was a game, a play in progress.
As soon as you give me that receipt, I can see what I can do for you.
I don't have my receipt. I just clearly told you that, man.
Clearly, you told me that.
So
Clearly, I have
you need
to tell
to either
you
fix this
that
or...
without the receipt, there's nothing I can do for you.
Rich yells, "Are you messing with me, man? You came for a new phone, but you don't have a receipt?" However, the man persists in insisting that all he's asking for is another phone.
If he said clearly one more time, I was going to clearly have to knock his freaking head off.
We're all aware that Rich needs the receipt. You, my man, are not.
Who sold the phone to you in the first place?
Somebody. He here.
When questioned who exactly had sold him the phone in any case, he quickly pointed at any random employee.
But we haven't had one of those out for sale since I've been here in 6 months.
I mean, I just seen you in 2 weeks.
Furthermore, it appears that the youngster he pointed at didn't know why he was being called for.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on over here. You can go back to selling.
All Rich knows is that it's an iPhone, but he's more irritated by something else. What's more, clearly it was working out.
Can you go show him how it works? Take a picture out in the parking lot.
And then, like a burst dam, the story spills out. The phone wasn't his. The purchase was a shady deal in a back alley. The frustration wasn't with the camera. It was with the consequences. The cold sweat of a gamble gone wrong. With a sigh, Rich ushers in the man and his broken phone out of the shop. The heavy silence echoing their unspoken pact. The truth had been told, the game was over. That's all for our video. We hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Share it with your family and friends. See you next time. Christina stealing money. Here's something curious happening. Les seemed to be very angry over that man. Don't know what that man was doing there and what he had done, which made Les angry. Let's see what will happen. Ant stole the leftover money. Everyone there is so angry. What is going to happen now? Les is curious as he is sure that Christina cannot do this kind of stuff alone. There must be some other people supporting her in his play. Les is taking it to extremes and asking again and again if there's another one with her.
Have you been working with any other employee? All alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct?
Oh God, he asked her to send her to jail if she did not speak the truth. Oh my God, things are getting worse. She's not telling anything. Mother-daughter fighting. So there's a woman coming with her daughter. She showed some pieces of bottle and a collection of stamps. According to her, it is worthy, but actually it is not. Les asked her that it is not that worthy. Oops, the mother got angry at Les. Because for her, they are worth everything. What will happen now?
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Oh my God, the daughter charged a fire against her mother.
You better down. No, you What the hell wrong with you?
She triggered her and insulted her for her useless collections, and oh my god, look, they're about to have a deadly fight. Oh god, the mother scratched her daughter. Les is stunned. The mother and daughter are having extreme fighting conditions. Everyone around is watching them. Les is stunned and did not have any idea that this would happen, or it might be very casual to them. Okay, the guard has been called. The mother is still beating her daughter well and doesn't want to argue anymore. Both are screaming at each other. The security guard is letting them out. Oh my god, how embarrassing and strange it is to see mother-daughter fighting like that. The security guard gets them out and everyone is laughing at them. Astonished Les.
I had to intervene.
Okay. Boat, I realized I was gonna need somewhere to park. Since it's such a beauty, a better place than right in front of the pawn shop. All right, start right there.
Oh boy, get ready for the inevitable fireworks when Rick lays eyes on a massive boat about to be parked right in front of the pawn shop. You just know trouble's brewing. Rick's face turns crimson with anger as he witnesses the chaos ensuing in the parking lot. Shouting fills the air. Ropes are flailing about, and the situation is spiraling out of control. Now, it's up to you to decide how Rick will react. Will he burst out of the shop like a raging bull, ready to lay down the law and restore order? Or will he take a moment to cool down and approach the situation with a level head? Brace yourself for the dramatic clash that lies ahead.
What insanity do you guys have going on? What's going on here?
But hold on, there's a twist in this tale. Chum steps forward, determined to explain his actions, and hopeful that Rick will actually commend him for his endeavors. With a mix of confidence and trepidation, Chum begins to share his motivations and the reasoning behind his seemingly chaotic actions. He lays it all out, hoping that Rick will see the brilliance behind his plan. What do you think? How will Rick respond? Will he give Chum the recognition and praise he desires, surprising everyone with his understanding and appreciation? Or will he continue to be infuriated, dismissing Chum's explanation as nothing more than an attempt to cover up his reckless behavior? Here comes a roller coaster of emotions as this captivating scene unfolds before your eyes.
I need a spot to park your 27-foot sailboat that I just bought you.
A look of profound disappointment washes over Rick's face, his eyes conveying a mixture of frustration and exasperation. He can't help but feel let down by Chumley once again. With a raised voice, Rick unleashes his discontent, emphasizing the absurdity of the low price Chumley has set for the boat. In a biting remark, Rick suggests that if the boat is being sold at such a bargain, one can only imagine the true condition and quality of the vessel. He acknowledges the undeniable truth that a good boat worth its weight in value would never be sold at such a low cost. The disappointment in Rick's voice is palpable as he grapples with the reality of the situation and his frustration with Chumley's decision-making. It's a moment that highlights the clash of expectations and the unrelenting nature of their dynamic. Poor Corey gets dragged into it for no apparent reason.
Supposed to be a manager. You handle this. We're not going to have a boat in the parking lot. Put the boat somewhere. And where I'd like you to put it, I really can't say.
Poor Chum, yet again, not appreciated for any efforts. As if the mounting list of Chum's blunders wasn't already enough to incite Rick's fury, an air of suspense fills the room as Chum finds himself teetering on the precipice of yet another foolish choice. Tension crackles in the atmosphere as we hold our breath, waiting to see if Chum will repeat his pattern of misguided decisions. The weight of anticipation hangs heavy, like a dark cloud looming overhead. In the midst of this suspenseful moment, Rick's anger simmers beneath the surface, ready to erupt like a volcano. The stakes are high, and the consequences of Chum's potential misstep could be dire. Prepare to have your mind blown. Have you ever heard of a street-legal pirate ship? No worries if you haven't, because it was a revelation for me too. Picture this: a captivating vessel that sails through the streets instead of the high seas. This audacious individual is actually selling a pirate ship that doesn't navigate water, but instead driven around during parades and events. The sheer novelty of this concept is enough to make your jaw drop. Can you imagine the spectacle of a fully decked out pirate ship roaming the streets, spreading swashbuckling cheer and captivating onlookers? It's an unconventional twist on the nautical adventure, where imagination takes flight on wheels instead of waves. A fascinating change that challenges traditional boundaries and sparks the imaginations of all who encounter it.
For a ship, you can actually drive 60 miles an hour on the highway. This is awesome.
In a moment of anticipation, Chum captures a picture of the pirate ship and eagerly sends it to Rick, seeking his seal of approval. It's no secret that Chumley's heart is set on acquiring this extraordinary vessel. However, Rick's response reveals a familiar pattern. He doesn't always share Chum's level of enthusiasm. Despite Chumley's unwavering excitement, Rick's support wavers, casting a shadow of doubt over Chum's aspirations. Nevertheless, amidst the uncertainty, Chumlee embarks on an unforgettable adventure on the ship, immersing himself in a world of whimsy and joy. The pirate ship becomes a catalyst for moments of pure bliss as Chumlee discovers a sense of freedom and exhilaration that he has never experienced before. It's a testament to the power of chasing dreams, even in the face of skepticism. Join Chumlee as he embraces the sheer thrill of sailing on that ship, creating memories that will last a lifetime.
If I can make a deal, Rick will think I'm the man.
As the wind tousled Chumlee's hair and the weather played its part, a symphony of elements converged to enhance his adoration for the float even further. Each gust of wind whispered its approval as if urging him to embrace the exhilaration that danced in the air. The perfect weather conditions seemed to align, creating an enchanting atmosphere that heightened his connection with the pirate ship. With every passing moment, Chumlee's affection for the vessel grew as if it were infused with magical essence. In the midst of it all, Chumlee savored the joy and freedom that enveloped him, cherishing the sensation of pure bliss as he sailed through the streets on the ship that had captured his heart. As Chumlee eagerly awaits Rick's response, hoping for validation and support, his heart sinks when he reads the crushing words that appear on his screen. Rick's text delivers a blow that pierces Chumlee's enthusiasm, leaving his spirit wounded and his dreams deflated. The message, like a dagger to the heart, shatters the joy and optimism Chumlee had been clinging to. The heartbreaking reality sets in as he realizes that Rick's words don't align with his own deep-rooted passion for the pirate ship. It's a moment of profound disappointment as Chumlee grapples with the stark contrast between his own excitement and Rick's lack of endorsement. Emotions swirl within him, hurt, confusion, and a tinge of resentment.
I'm sure he's not going to buy it. He doesn't have any money on him.
But he's an idiot.
Amidst the tangled web of desires and concerns, Corey possesses a keen understanding of Chumlee's nature. He recognizes that once the request to abstain is made, Chumlee is unlikely to proceed with the purchase. In this aspect, Rick's fears find resonance in Corey's assessment. The rational part of their minds acknowledges the validity of Rick's concerns. Even if Chumlee were to succumb to impulsive desires and make a foolish decision, the stark truth remains. The price of the pirate ship far surpasses his financial means. It looms above his allowance like an insurmountable hurdle, a barrier that cannot be breached without dire consequences. The clash between longing and practicality creates a dilemma that Chumlee must confront head-on. Will he heed the warnings and let go of the unattainable dream? Or will he risk it all in pursuit of his heart's desire? The outcome hangs precariously in the balance, as Chumlee grapples with the weight of responsibility and the allure of the forbidden. This next guy brought in something, and you won't believe what it is.
You want $9.50?
This guy walked in all eager to sell something big, and boy did he deliver. When he unveiled the item, everyone's jaws hit the floor.
Well, I hear you guys buy silver. We do. That's the Silver Surfer.
I'm talking about a life-size Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four. Can you believe it? This thing is massive and made entirely of silver. It's a sight to behold. Now, let me fill you in on the backstory. This customer explains that this Silver Surfer was actually a display piece for the movie Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. They made a total of 1,500 of these bad boys. Can you imagine? But here's the kicker. Is it actually silver?
This is literally just a regular mannequin and plywood.
The customer reveals that this is just a regular mannequin covered in a vacuum metal plastic wrap. He actually got it from a movie theater where he used to advertise. And get this, he owns his own comic book store.
I advertise that, and I own a comic book store. I said,
and that's how he managed to convince the set designer to let him take it home. And the next day, it was proudly displayed in his shop for the next 5 years. Talk about a cool collector's item. Now hold on to your seats, because things are about to get interesting. This guy is asking for a whopping $2,000 for the Silver Surfer. And let me tell you, he seems pretty darn adamant about it. Like, take a look at this.
I want $2,000 for it.
Why?
Ashley, always the one to ask the tough questions, wonders why it's priced so high. The customer confidently explains that outline. It's actually valued at $3,000, and he wants a fair price for it. Oh, and here's a fun fact for you. The Silver Surfer was actually voted one of the top 50 most recognizable comic book heroes in America. Pretty cool, huh? Ashley, being the shrewd businesswoman she is, gives the customer a reality check. She offers him a lesser amount for it, stating that it's the best she can do. But the customer stands his ground and refuses to go below $1,000. That's quite a gap to bridge.
To buy this from you for $500.
But then in comes Seth, our resident genius manipulator. What he does next and how he convinces the customer will truly shock you. Yes, did you see that? He slyly takes out the money, slaps it on the desk right in front of the customer, and presents him with a take it or leave it offer of $900. The tension is palpable. What do you think this man will do?
Take it or leave it.
It's clear that he's holding out for a higher price. Hey, sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Well, after giving it some serious thought, the customer ultimately did decide this.
It's a pleasure. We're gonna go surfing on home.
See you later.
And walked away from the deal. But wait, there's more. You think Les will let him walk away like this? Les has something up his sleeve, and he does this.
Where I want it.
If you're gonna walk for $50, you're gonna pack it back up, you're gonna take it back.
Well, after mulling it over, the customer finally caved in and agreed to Les's offer. That's the kind of influence Les has, folks. Somehow, people just can't resist his charm. Now, with everyone on the same page, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out. Fake diamond. In this wild pawn shop showdown, two characters storm in like a tornado, armed with an attorney and a demand for $900. The seller, caught off guard, awkwardly requests a card while the attorney seems more like a background dancer in a chaotic legal dance. It's a scene where negotiations are more like a comedy sketch, leaving everyone wondering if they stumbled into a legal circus.
I got my lawyer with me. This is wrong.
Show me your card.
I don't have a card with me.
My attorney.
Customer unveils a questionable earring, claiming it turned his ear into a rainbow. The seller, armed with skepticism and a keen eye, dissects the earring, declaring it a fake diamond disaster.
What do you want to do today? You want me
Can
to
I get
figure
my money
out?
back?
You want me to figure out why your ear's turning a different color?
Is that a real diamond?
Enter the legal cavalry. The customer brandishes a lawyer in the name of mismatched receipts and the ear that turned technicolor. It's a jewelry malfunction turned legal circus, and the pawn shop is now the stage for hilarious gemstone saga.
This is not the correct earring for the receipt.
Chaos ensues as the customer brandishes a jewelry store receipt like a wizard spell. The attorney, a sidekick in this legal circus, demands a refund for the rebellious earring. The seller, caught in the crossfire, faces threats of escorting and leg knocking, all while insisting they won't budge. It's a legal showdown where the only guarantee is a laugh-out-loud twist around every shiny corner of the pawn shop arena.
The earring does not match the description.
What you mean? So you saying now I just brought an earring in?
The customer, armed with a kaleidoscope ear and a refund demand, insists the seller turn around and walk that butt out the door. The seller, invoking a hint of pawn shop diplomacy, proposes a negotiation dance, but warns, keep your butt back there. Cue the dramatic soundtrack, man, it's a comedy in motion. An evil woman anthem echoing through the pawn shop arena.
Get out.
Yeah, you know, took my money, just sold me a gold earring.
Golden State Warrior ring.
I just got engaged, and I heard you had a 75 Golden State Warriors ring, and I was thinking that would be perfect for my fiance.
This man came into the shop to buy something, which is odd because most people come into the shop to sell something. This man, on the other hand, was interested in Rick's 1975 Golden State Warriors ring, but Rick was unable to but laugh at this.
Rocco, will you grab me that ring?
Sure.
That is a brave man that would give his fiancée a championship ring.
Even though Rick keeps on laughing, asking why the man is giving a ring like this to his fiancée, we understand that the buyer isn't pleased with Rick's antics.
So what I did was I brought pictures of another 75 Golden State Warriors ring.
The buyer produced photos of another Golden State Warriors ring and attempted to match them, which they did. Then he asked if it was a genuine diamond and if Rick had checked it. Rick told him that the stone was genuine.
Perfect. Have you tested the diamond?
Oh, yeah, it's a real diamond.
It's a real diamond, okay.
The buyer then proceeded to use his own tester to determine whether or not the diamond was genuine, as he was a collector and dealer of sports memorabilia himself. But as he went to test the diamond, it didn't pass.
It's not testing.
That's because you have a really cheap tester.
So Rick stepped in with his own tester, which of course revealed that the diamond was genuine. Even though Rick was irritated by the whole thing, he chose to be courteous to the man.
First fine on mine.
Okay, I will trust that.
The buyer requested for the amount after the ring had been tested, which Rick believed to be $11,500. The purchaser, on the opposite hand, had a budget of $5,000.
Any
11 grand. That's what I can do.
That's your bottom line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Best price.
Because Rick refused to go any lower than $11,000, the buyer was forced to leave the business unhappy and empty-handed.
I didn't think he was going to go 5,500, but I thought, he'd work with me a little bit. But he seemed like he wanted to punch me in the face.
Wells Fargo's safe deposit box.
What do we have here?
Well, we got a Wells Fargo strong box.
This man arrived with a Wells Fargo safe, an antique ball and chain, and a couple ancient handcuffs. The seller was asking roughly $2,000 for everything in the package.
All right, well, tell me about these things.
This ball and chain right here actually comes from the human prison. It's the oldest prison in the state of Arizona.
Folsom Prison was Arizona's oldest prison, and the handcuffs belonged to it since the late 1800s.
Here's my concerns. When they forged chains back in the 1800s, it was just hot welding together.
At that time, it was all performed by the blacksmith, but the chains that the man brought in were all electronically forged. Not only that, but Rick had another major problem.
Never in the history of any prison did they ever have their name put on the balls.
What Rick was saying was that everything the man brought in was false, but the seller was not ready to believe Rick.
It's fake.
What makes you an expert on this stuff?
I've been buying and selling this stuff my entire life.
Even if the contents of the package were phony, there was a chance that the box itself was not. So Rick made a deal for the box and left the rest.
Box, I'll give you $400 for it.
I want $1,200 for it.
No, you don't.
And the transaction was completed for $400.50. The seller left, and Rick subsequently decided to consult with an expert about what he had purchased.
Okay. 19th century strongbox, Wells Fargo.
Following a thorough examination of the box, the expert asked Rick the following question.
First things first. Have you already bought this?
The box was just as false as the other items Rick did not purchase, and the expert agreed.
It's a complete fake.
Damn it, Rick.
Mystery guy.
Right there.
Here they come again.
Hang on to your hats, folks, because we're diving into one wild tale. Picture this, a mysterious dude looking like a secret agent casually strolls into a pawn shop, acting like he owns the place. The shopkeeper, eyes wide open, can't help but stare at this walking enigma. I mean, who wouldn't? He's like a riddle on two legs. Now brace yourselves for the craziness escalates. Our mystery guy isn't flying solo. He's got not one, but two ladies in tow, a trio causing a ruckus. They swagger up to the counter, and out of nowhere, the guy dramatically declares that the ticket he's waving is faker than a rubber chicken. Everyone in the shop, imaginary files included, gasps in surprise.
Her on the ring, or get the ring back. She's got a receipt.
Let me explain to you. This is a counterfeit ticket.
Hold on to your giggles. The shopkeeper, smelling something fishy, turns into a detective. With a sneaky grin, he tells the trio to chill and confidently says, "I'll prove it's a fake." The suspense builds as he brings out the real ticket, examining both like he's some ticket art connoisseur.
This is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number 2 is state law mandates.
Hold on to your funny bone. The shopkeeper spots the differences quicker than yelling "fake alert" with a big old grin. He declares, "Nice try, folks, but your ticket is faker than Monopoly money." Cue the imaginary mic drop in the background. But whoa, Nelly, the trio isn't throwing in the towel just yet. They get into an energetic discussion, pointing fingers, thrashing arms, and hollering as though they're contending in a yelling challenge. It resembles something out of a sitcom, and you can't resist the urge to chuckle at the idiocy. In the grand finale, our mysterious guy and his partners in crime admit defeat. Looking a tad embarrassed and probably feeling a smidge silly, they storm out of the pawn shop. The shopkeeper, now a hero in counterfeit ticket detection, is left with a bunch of baffled onlookers. And there you have it, a hilarious adventure that's weirder than fiction and funnier than a clown on a unicycle. Comedy gold, my friends, comedy gold.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the
Out of here! I paid like $1,000 for this ring, and you only talking about $100. Get the hell out of here! $100.
Can we hurry up?
Yeah, leave.
No. I was the one that came in here, tried to spend my money. Is what I did. You want to see crazy? I'll show you crazy. I better not see you again. I'll hit you on my truck, pile.
I mean, I'm not leaving out of here till I get to $30.
The big customer swings at Ashley and doesn't miss. A man flips out about his missing game system. The customer starts to throw stuff when told no. The female customer turns hostile when a laptop pawn goes horribly wrong. An angry wife wants her wedding ring back. A woman flips out because her ring was sold. A customer tries to eat her cake and have it too. Some customers are just out there. So today, we're gonna look at some of the crudest customers ever to come to the store.
Hey, don't walk past me no more. I've been standing here forever trying to get somebody to help me. Why don't you come? Hey, I know you hear me. No. You know what? Give me a manager or something.
A customer isn't happy with the services and is more than happy to trumpet her grievances.
Hi, you a manager?
Hi, I'm Ashley.
You need some better help up in here. I've been standing here going on almost 2 hours. And here it is, ain't no point to it.
Screaming really loud. So let me see your receipt.
Here's my receipt. Look.
Because
Excuse me, nothing.
You need to leave. You need to walk your back and clear out the door. No.
The lady gets her wish for a manager fulfilled.
What? You know what? Don't try to walk me off. What? Yeah, I ain't one to look.
This lady was a hot ball of a mess.
Funky stuff. Dang on place. Just I'm the good witch. Y'all about to see the bad witch.
This is against not only store policy, but also the law, and Ashley sends the woman home the same way she came in, angry.
I paid for my to get back, not nobody else. I don't want nobody. I want my.
The problem is we still haven't found it. Let me be honest with you. We don't have it in the store right now.
How's it not in the store?
I don't have the faintest idea. Apparently, he's not very happy with the gaming. Give him my money back. So let's come over here. Let's write him up. Come right over here and we'll take care of you.
The customer has had his item in pawn, but it's gone when he tries redeeming it.
For the community. You ain't even trying to. The worst thing.
What does the community have to do with you?
Because I did something for you.
Stop yelling at me.
Stupid. Get your hands off. Get my.
Don't be stupid. So what does that mean?
It means what I said. You a man, I'm a man.
Don't be
You
stupid.
a man, you don't be stupid. I don't give a.
No, he's just being an ass about it.
Him. You.
When Les intervenes, things seem to settle down, but the customer gets way too comfortable.
Now, sir, calm down. I give you my word. Whatever I owe you, you're going to get.
You got supposed to be mad.
Here's what I can give you. He finally calmed down, and we struck a deal. This was one of those situations that should have never happened. The problem was, Seth's guys f***ed up.
He tells me I can run stuff, and then he doesn't give me the power to do it. Let me make the decisions. You have to trust me every once in a while.
Just when you think it can't get worse, it does, as the man goes for Les's throat.
Good. What's up with this?
Give me 1 second, sir. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna take them, brother.
You say what? Go get somebody for me, dog. This make me act up.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's going on, cuz? 40? No?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
For real?
For real.
This mother on that bum.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand?
There's no shortage of entitled customers who come into the store, and this next one easily fits the bill.
I mean, what's up with that?
Nothing. Just called me a scene, so.
Y'all about to rush me or something?
Here's a guy yelling at the front.
What's up with that? On that bum.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand?
Trying to gang
You understand that, dog?
Trying to gang up.
Understand that, dog?
Trying to gang up.
Don't ever throw. Take your hands off my mother.
With the customer starting a tantrum, Les finally speaks, and let's just say the others were nicer to the man-child than he was.
Yo, y'all ain't over here anyway. I smack the out your ass.
Don't even reach behind nowhere.
Reach what? Nigga, if I got it, got it.
Reaching, Johnny. Don't
kill
my stuff.
Where the is the loan at? Don't try to steer me down.
On what you're gonna do. This guy was threatening me that he's coming back. Does he think we don't have security cameras? Does he think we don't know what his license plate number is? It'll be his worst day. If he even thinks about
Try to step up like they was some players. They ain't even really in my ball game. I'm in for real. I'm up.
this mother Thought he was a badass. As you can see, I'm a badass.
Les not only kicks him out, but also ensures the man stays out. If it were up to him, they'd probably ship the man to another state.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I like your nail polish colors.
Thank you.
What do we got here? A laptop?
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pound it in so I can get.
How do you forget the... When's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again.
I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125. 65 or not.
When a lady comes in with her laptop, she forgets her password and manners, but Ashley can only help her with one of those problems.
Okay, I know what, I ain't got time for it. It's like you don't like your job. You don't like your job, you shouldn't work here, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you really shouldn't.
I am respectful.
Learn how to talk, learn how to talk, learn how to talk.
Have a good day.
You were too silly.
So are
Don't
you.
touch my toes. Flat out.
You done?
I don't give a like I said, I don't care. I can take my business somewhere else.
The lady obviously doesn't like the sound of $150, and the negotiation goes downhill from there.
Lady, or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart.
Hi.
What the you looking at, bitch? What the you looking at? I'm talking to you, bitch. What the you looking at?
You know what? Take this outside.
What the you looking at? What the bitch? You fat bitch. Fat ass bitch. You ain't with a fat ass bitch. Go walk somewhere, bitch. You talk like I said. I can take my business somewhere else. You don't know me.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. Walk away. Bye. Bye.
What more can we do?
Since the lady won't stop talking, Ashley engages her, and it's like setting fire to dried sticks.
Council manager. That's me. American Joy.
Oh, hell no.
You should have
Well, somebody gonna pay for it, like I said.
I'm not paying for
Bitch, you might as well get off the phone because somebody about to pay for my... Hey, you...
A lady comes in armed with her TV and a vast vocabulary. The Golds might not like the latter, though.
When I came the door...
So how did she break her TV?
Because I told her to hold the door and I dropped it and it cracked. See? It's cracked.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. Is you the manager?
Yeah, so maybe
you
you
the
want
manager, but you ain't act.
I don't know what this lady was all about, but how dare you come in my store and make a huge scene?
Don't trust me.
What is you gonna do?
Bitch, you gonna say
Don't act stupid.
The ladies might come to blows, and Ashley steps in to keep that from happening.
You is the type that will get smacked.
Really?
Really.
Try it.
Y'all got me up.
You have
Go get
1
my
minute
TV.
to get your out of her phone.
Oh, bitch. Ratchet ass.
Don't trip.
What's up, bitch, and fix your makeup.
Don't trip.
Bitches, you go. Whoa.
Hit yourself in the head.
Yeah, this what I would have did to you if you would have came close.
I did.
The woman does not like being evicted and transfers her anger to Ashley, but she isn't the first sassy customer the staff's gonna handle.
Better try it. I knew it. Self-system is making everything slower at the front. Like, is nobody realizing this except for me? Free loan line. So I can't get your TV through my little tray here.
Well, I don't have the time to wait in that line. I've got to get out of here. I've got things to do. There's a long line. Do not have the time to do that. Just come out here and take my TV from me and give me some money for it.
This customer takes the adage, time is money, quite literally when he's asked to wait in line.
Seriously?
Yes, yes. Come out here and take my TV and give me some money for it.
Lower the front, and it's starting to make me insane.
Here's the TV. I need some money.
Okay, for me,
No.
there is a line, but you're not going to come in here and demand money.
Here. Oh, yeah, okay. You guys see
know
this?
what?
Everybody see this bullshit?
What? Seriously?
I just damn store.
Sure.
You.
Yay! Okay. I mean, look at the line. The line is huge.
Ashley doesn't appreciate being told what to do by rude customers and lets the man know in clear terms. Looks like his TV's going home with him today.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. Next up, just another regular day at the pawn shop. People coming and going. Some happy, some not so much.
$100. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold your horses, because this is where things go haywire. This customer seems all polite and even hands over his ID for verification. But then he brings up this 20% business, as it's written on the sign right there. The receptionist is completely lost, and the customer starts explaining how he should get 20% added to the $100 loan, making it $120.
Put my 20%, right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here say I get 20%.
But the poor receptionist has no clue what he's talking about. Politeness goes out the window, folks. The man's anger instantly flares up when he realizes the receptionist is clueless. He asks her if she's ever seen the sign in her life, and boy does he point it out right in front of the shop. Talk about intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Now, this angry customer won't let it go. His voice keeps getting louder, drawing everyone's attention in the shop.
I'm supposed to get 20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
We see as the bodyguard's on alert, and even Seth, the boss, steps out of his office to see what the commotion is all about. The man keeps angrily repeating that he's supposed to get that 20% with $100. When the receptionist refuses to budge, he demands to see the manager. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. He patiently explains what it actually means.
At another pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist and Seth. You can practically feel the tension, folks. If Seth wasn't behind that glass, this guy might have thrown a punch. Clearly, he's not thinking straight. That's when the bodyguard steps in and takes the sign away from him.
Hey, straight up. My man, let us go. Let us go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain. Oh boy, talk about rage blinding a person. This irate customer keeps shouting in the shop, demanding his 20%, hoping someone will back him up.
Sir.
Why?
Well, because you're
false advertising. I guess you think I can.
You're not letting.
But here's where things escalate. This customer challenges Seth to step out of his glass office and face him like a man. Whoa, the temperature's rising in here. But Seth's having none of it. He tells him to get out since he's causing a ruckus. And you know what happens next? He gets escorted out by the bodyguard. And get this, he tries to take the sign with him.
I'm getting something out this, bro.
I'm you down for this time, my man. I'm gonna chase you down.
The mother.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
$20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh, man. What did the plant do to him?
Seriously, what did the plant ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here, is it? This next lady has real poor luck, but it does not excuse her behavior.
Wait, man. The door's right there. Have a good day.
What, you got a big dude? You think you hot?
So this lady storms into the store demanding her stuff back, which happens to be just 2 TVs. The receptionist asks her for some ID and tickets as proof, but this lady is completely clueless.
I need your ID or the tickets.
My what?
She doesn't have any of those things, and here comes the shocker. Her boyfriend pawned off her belongings. Can you believe it? Now she wants them back, and it's a pretty messed up situation to be honest. She explains to the receptionist that she can't provide the required documents because her no-good boyfriend isn't even around anymore. He left her high and dry. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now Ashley, who overhears the whole thing, initially sympathizes with this poor girl. But hold up, that sympathy doesn't last for long, and for good reason.
I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
This customer suddenly loses her mind, like all the anger in the world has consumed her. And guess what she does next? Brace yourselves, people. She starts yelling and banging on the glass window, demanding her precious TV.
Don't land on my window!
Seriously, that's not how you get things done. Even if someone is trying to help you, no one will tolerate that kind of behavior. Ashley, understandably furious, tells her to back off. The situation gets so heated that Ashley has to step out of the room to confront this unruly customer. And guess what? this lady has the audacity to threaten Ashley. Well, Ashley isn't one to back down, so she tells her to get the heck out of the shop. This customer is beyond crazy, I tell you. It seems like she had a truckload of problems even before she set foot in the store.
What? I dare you.
Now, the bodyguard steps in to escort her out, but oh boy, this girl goes on a rampage. She knocks over everything in her path, completely enraged. Come on, girl, you seriously need to chill out.
Bye. What? I can't leave.
Finally, they manage to get her out of the shop, but you won't believe what happens next. Unlike the previous guy who threw a plant, this woman tries not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times to break back into the store. I mean, seriously, woman, get a grip on yourself. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved.
But damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither.
Even the bodyguard has had enough at this point, and he can only imagine what kind of crazy exchange must have taken place. Man, oh man, what a wild scene that must have been. This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean?
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the f*** I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
This not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
Lower your voice. Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in
No, you got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years.
And you never know what surprises will walk through that door. Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the four-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted to, it's equipped to. But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4,000?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4,000 for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4,000 just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10,000. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop. And who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures. But here comes another gem-filled day at Les's Pawn Shop. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's Pawn Shop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market.
5, 6.
Brace yourselves, space geeks, because this is gonna blow your mind. So this guy rolls up with a bunch of crates, and let me tell you, the anticipation is real.
Got a couple things. I have some Star Trek things, and I also have things from NASA.
He's got some seriously cool stuff from the Star Trek universe, and even NASA. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome. It's clear that this dude is a space enthusiast through and through, and his collection is off the charts. Honestly, it's a total flex. Like, seriously, you gotta take a look at this thing.
This is all the kind of stuff that you're into.
Now, here's the kicker. Ashley confesses that she and her brother aren't exactly die-hard Star Trek fans. But guess what? Every time they get anything Star Trek related in their shop, it flies off the shelves.
I'm not a Trekkie girl, my brother's not a Trekkie guy, but when we get Star Trek stuff in here, it flies off.
Talk about a lucky break, huh? This guy managed to gather all these valuable items from various Star Trek conventions across the country, thanks to his gig as a truck driver. Talk about dedication to the cause. But wait, it gets even better. He pulls out this kit from Paramount Studios, which is a seriously impressive piece in his collection.
To give to radio station to run ads for the show.
And it's an authentic set that was sent to a TV executive when Deep Space Nine first hit the screens. Now that's some next level stuff right there. You can't help but appreciate the sheer coolness of it all. Here's the catch though. All this awesomeness comes at a price, and Seth, our shop owner, is taken aback by the asking price.
This was $1,000?
Yes.
Wow. $1,000?
Yes.
Why? Why is that so
Because
much?
it's custom built and it all lights up and works.
The guy wants a whopping $1,200 for everything, unless ever the savvy negotiator tries to bring it down to $700. It seems like a stalemate, but fear not, because Ashley steps in with her clever thinking. After some intense back and forth, Ashley manages to strike a deal.
7,800.
She works her magic and secures all these incredible items for just $800. Can you believe it? Talk about a happy ending. everyone walks away satisfied. The customer gets a fair price, and our shop owners have some killer new additions to their inventory. Who knew that a truck driver with a passion for Star Trek could bring so much excitement to our little shop? It just goes to show you never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem. The engine looks splendid, almost brand new. How cool is that? But wait, there's a fascinating tidbit about this cab. Back this way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door.
Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
However, much to their disappointment, the customer refuses to budge below $8,500. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed, and walked away from the deal. But wait, there's more. You think Les will let him walk away like this? Les has something up his sleeve, and he does this. Well, after mulling it over, the customer finally caved in and agreed to Les's offer. That's the kind of influence Les has, folks. Somehow, people just can't resist his charm. Now, with everyone on the same page, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out.
Get the out of here. Yeah, I know you're gonna get your hands off. Really?
You got me. No, you got me. She ain't by herself, my man. No, I call me.
I'm sure you're curious about what happened, so let's not waste any time and jump right into it. So this customer walks into the pawn shop looking visibly upset. As usual, Ashley greets him and asks how he's doing. Turns out he's not doing well at all. Here's the reason why.
I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
It's really sad to hear about it. Now, he brings along a ring that belonged to his grandmother. He wants to pawn this ring because he plans to retrieve it once he earns enough money. How sweet, right? However, it turns out that the ring is fake, which surprises the customer. Now, this got me thinking. Is he pretending or is he genuinely serious? It's hard to trust people these days, you know? But Ashley comes up with a solution to help him out by pawning his television. Can you guess what his response was?
what the I look like pawning my TV?
He starts getting rude with Ashley, which escalates into a heated argument. Then he demands his ring back, and not only that, he insists on being helped by another employee because he's annoyed with Ashley. And guess what happens next?
Put your finger in my face! Don't put your finger in...
Yep, that's how he ended up there. Crazy, isn't it? This customer's behavior became even more disrespectful. Just to prove that Ashley was completely wrong and useless, that's when, as you saw, the big guy steps in and knocks him down. But he continues to yell and curse at her. Eventually, Byron forcefully removes him from the shop.
You got me up. No, let's go. Man, let me go. Let me go, man.
Just when he thought everything had settled down, the customer goes ahead and threatens Ashley, saying he'll come back to get her. Oh dear, that's the biggest mistake he made since entering the shop. We all know what happens when someone messes with Ashley, right? Well, brace yourself and see it for yourself.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Dang, the customer was literally scared for his life. Next up, it was just another normal day at this famous pawn shop called American Jewelry and Loan, located right in the heart of Detroit, USA. He comes in with his Xbox and immediately tells Les that he needs to get as much money as he possibly can for it. He knew that they probably get a lot of Xboxes anyway, so that does not set him apart from the rest of the regular customers. He reveals that he needs as much cash as possible, and it is all for his girlfriend. Bet nobody saw that coming. This dude walks in and starts spilling some seriously bizarre beans. Now, Les wasn't sure if this guy was pulling his leg or being dead serious. It was a small amount. And Les was clearly not here for his unreasonable demands. Take a look at his reaction. Shop.
$300, dog. You don't have to raise your voice at me. You.
The customer then starts Well, at least they wished him a good day. Moving on to the next.
You talking to?
Alright, folks, let me set the scene for you. We got Sharonda and her son Deontay strolling into the pawn shop on a mission to get some bling bling for a special occasion. You see, it's Sharonda's birthday, and she's all about treating herself to some classic, fabulous jewelry. But hold up, here comes Deontay acting like he couldn't care less, the helpful employee trying to assist Sharonda in finding that perfect piece. And finally, down to the #1 worst customer. And someone finally put him in place. Whew, and verbally abusing Ashley.
Who's over you, ma'am?
Me.
It's somebody that's over
You going to give me $500?
No, not talking to me.
For $500 to bail her man. That's a red flag right there, ma'am. Anyways, when Ashley asked her how she estimated $500 to be the value, she was fumbling and gave a very lame reason.
Because this is a new gig.
You threaten me? You're out. You're not.
For the last time, good lord, someone please ask her to zip it. And I swear, my poor ears were begging for mercy. But you know what? Kudos to Ashley for taking charge and showing her the exit door. She didn't let anyone rain on her parade and swiftly dealt with the situation like a boss. The store probably let out a collective sigh of relief when she was gone. Dude, just picture the chaos that would... No. Emotions just waiting to erupt. Fight back. If this dude's got any sense left in him, he better step up and start doing some major damage control. It's a replacement phone. Simple as that. But hold up a sec. Did he bother to bring the receipt? That's the million-dollar question right there. Because you know without that little piece of paper, it's gonna be a bit tricky to sort things out. I mean, come on, it's like buying a ticket to a concert and then trying to get in without showing it. No can do, my dude. Receipts are like the golden ticket when it comes to returns and replacements. They're proof that you actually bought the item legit and can claim your rights if something goes wrong. Now, assuming he actually did bring the receipt, then it shouldn't be a major issue to get him sorted out. The store can check the purchase details, verify the warranty, and see what can be done about that faulty camera situation. It's all about following the proper procedure and making sure everything is legit.
I ain't got it with me, I ain't bring it.
So you're telling me you knew you had to get the phone exchanged and forgot the receipt? But Rich says they don't even sell iPhones for $200. So obviously my man over here is a scammer. Rich was very clear that he could look into it, but he needs the receipt. And he kept denying. Yet Rich asked him who showed him the phone so that he could double check. He randomly calls up one guy and obviously the guy denies, saying they had iPhones on sale 2 to 3 weeks back, and the customer claims that he got it 2 to 3 days back. But obviously the man didn't like the fact that he is getting caught, and you wouldn't believe what he said to Rich.
Mohawk, shut the hell up.
My Mohawk doesn't talk.
It clearly does.
Clearly it does.
With that goatee, too.
The goatee does.
Like seriously, this dude went way overboard. First, he rolls up in here with a fake item that was never even sold to him in the first place. What's up with that, right? And then he has the audacity to start talking back to Rich like he's the boss or something. Come on, man. Rich ain't just gonna sit there and let this guy run his mouth without firing back. It's all about standing up for yourself and not taking any BS from anyone. Rich had every right to clap back and put this dude in his place. I mean, it's crazy how some people think they can just waltz in and cause a scene without any consequences. But nah, that's not how it works here.
Okay, did that one work?
Pull the things up over your ears a little because you clearly can't.
No way, dude. Even while Big Joe was escorting him out, this guy had the nerve to keep shouting at Rich, trying to prove his point. Talk about audacity on another level. I mean, seriously, when you're already in a situation where you're being shown the door, you'd think common sense would kick in, and you just leave quietly. But no, not this guy. He just couldn't resist the urge to keep arguing and making a scene. It's like he thought he could still somehow win the argument or get his way by raising his voice. But let's be real here. Shouting isn't gonna magically make your point more valid. It's all about having a civilized conversation and respecting the boundaries. But man, I can only imagine the frustration and annoyance Rich must have felt having to bear all that unnecessary noise.
Send me a picture of the receipt from your phone.
Damn, my man Rich definitely got that one stitch on his head for a long, long time.
You gotta be lucky I can't beat your butt.
Today, a real gem walked through those doors. This guy, I kid you not, strolls in without a single thing in his hands. Because this one's about to blow your mind. But here's the moment of truth. Did they strike a deal? Drum roll. Nope, not a chance. About to cough up more than $250. And end up with that dumb tattoo, am I right? Now get ready for this next woman, cause it's about to get interesting. So this lady is trying to make some money by selling these coats to cover her bills. But honestly, the coats didn't look too great, and neither did her chewing.
$415. Is that what you said? Well, I said it $4 a piece.
But Ashley was totally caught off guard by that. And seriously, the price is insane, don't you think? Now she's stepping in, offering some real prices. Let's see how the other person reacts to it.
$40. $40.
No doubt that's absolutely hilarious. Now they're trying to haggle, but it's honestly gross and distracting when she chews like that. I mean, check out that silly behavior.
How's that come?
So the bodyguard is clearly here to kick her out, and you won't believe what she pulled off. That was just plain weird. But the next one is even weirder, believe me. And speaking of flirting, this next customer is on a whole new level. She's got a necklace in her possession, so she's not showing up empty-handed. But here's the twist. She's actually here for Ashley, or something else. Could it be her sneaky way of striking a deal with the pawn shop?
She's got a good personality, and she's so sweet.
Oh, snap. That's the thing, guys. A lot of people pull off scams like this. And let me tell you, the way this woman starts behaving with Ashley is just downright bizarre and idiotic. But hey, let's not waste any more time on the theatrics and get down to business, shall we?
Look at it.
Yeah, I gotta give a price.
I adore.
Now Ashley's starting to feel a bit uneasy with this whole situation. It's not every day you encounter someone acting all creepy when you've never even met them before. And here's the kicker. This woman insists she's been here before. But wait till you hear what the system records actually reveal. And trust me, it's gonna be a shocker.
I look her up in the system.
She's never been here, right?
I can't find her.
Well, well, well. Are we really surprised here? This woman just can't seem to stop flirting with Ashley. But what really concerns him is her dishonesty. And let me tell you, her response to it is nothing short of idiotic, yet undeniably hilarious. We've got ourselves a real comedy act unfolding right in front of our eyes.
So you lied to me?
I do like you.
No, you lied.
Now, I can't help but wonder if she was just playing her cards to seal the deal, or if she genuinely had a thing for Ashley. Either way, she managed to strike a deal, and now she's out of Ashley's hair. Mission accomplished, I suppose. Now back at the pawn shop. And this time, we have a surprise because we've got a whole cast of characters in here today. Check out this lady starting off all cheerful and friendly, saying hi to the folks at the front desk. But out of nowhere, she does a complete 180 and turns ice cold. What's her deal? But guess what? The computer ain't lying, my friends. The receptionist straight up told her that her precious ring is nowhere to be found. And you know what? It's on her. If she really cared about that ring, she should have shown up way sooner to claim it. But she didn't, so tough luck, I guess. She should have just remembered where she left her stuff. But no. Instead, she's going off like some chatty old grandma, non-stop yapping about it. Oh boy, we've got a real character on our hands here. This lady just won't accept any responsibility, I tell ya. Hey lady, newsflash. It's your job to remember, not his. This is where she's really taking the cake and acting like a complete idiot. And get this, she starts pointing fingers at poor Les, blaming him for this whole mix-up. I gotta say, it's giving me secondhand embarrassment. Just look at the unending drama.
Sorry that your grandma's ring exceeded its time limit. You made the mistake and did.
But what we've got next will blow your mind. So it's just another day dealing with annoyed customers. This lady was supposedly waiting for 2 hours, or so she said. But man, isn't she a little too aggressive?
Oh, you don't ignore me. Can I get some help?
Now Ashley jumps in to handle the situation. But this lady won't even let Ashley speak for a single minute. Such a big mouth.
You need some better help up in here. I've been standing here going on almost 2 hours.
This lady just won't quit shouting. And to be honest, Ashley is so done with it. But you won't believe what this customer does next. It's seriously shocking.
Because he told me. Excuse me.
Seriously, what kind of lady does that? I get that she's mad, but why resort to getting physical when the manager is talking calmly too? Well, Les totally turned her down because it's just not worth that much. And this lady couldn't handle it, I suppose. You won't believe what she does next. Seriously shocking stuff. This customer walks in claiming she's here to get back the stuff she pawned off. But guess what?
Buy. Not pawn. They were buy.
Turns out she didn't pawn anything. She straight up sold it off. Man, this lady is clueless. She doesn't have her ticket and she expects someone to help her out? Seth tries to intervene, but it's pointless because this woman just can't grasp the fact that without the ticket, there's nothing anyone can do.
If you bring me the ticket, I'd be more than happy to take care of it for you.
I need my...
Show me the ticket.
I don't have my ticket.
Now she's all paranoid, thinking people are trying to deceive her, and she's planning to take matters into her own hands. Uh-oh, that can't end well. At this point, it's best to just walk away, lady.
phone call.
A little phone
My love
call?
be up here to handle y'all
Who you having?
This lady is refusing to leave until her brother shows up to give the pawn shop owners a beating. How messed up is that? Seriously, this woman needs to just shut up.
Better be ready.
For what?
Because my brother's
Be
gonna come up
ready
here and
to
handle
do
you.
what?
You're a thief. I mean, look up in the dictionary. That's what it means.
Bad parenting. The pawn shop door swings open, and a furious mother charges in like a bull in a china shop, demanding to know if her daughter sold her precious ring here.
How you gonna sit here and tell me? You told me you brought it here, right?
Yes.
It best be here.
I don't have it.
Now what we gonna do?
There's nothing
What the
I can
hell
do.
we gonna do? Cause I need my
Nothing I can do.
Don't
I
this belong to my mother. I want my ring.
Eh, not a good impression anyway. To defuse the chaos, Ashley stepped up. Let's see if it helped or not.
You took your grandma's ring.
Yes.
And you pawned it. When?
The day before yesterday.
Okay, so where's your ticket?
I don't have it.
So let me ask you a question as a mother. Did you press charges against your daughter for being a thief?
I'm not pressing no charges against my daughter.
Then you can't get it back.
No.
Get a grip on yourself, Mommy. The woman just won't listen to anyone. Man, where do such people come from? No wonder her daughter's acting the way she is.
I came in here to try to resolve the situation. But yeah, you want to figure it out. Hey, get off him.
You better figure out some way to get your mom's ring back.
Watch when I get your ass home. Now see, now you got labeled as a thief.
Coin thief. Ooh, there's a new player in the game. This fella's got a quarter that supposedly belonged to JFK when he got the axe. If you want to avoid glitter and dancing. But anyway, this punk got mad, and here's what happened next.
Want to go out for the pass?
Please.
Pink coat. The woman swaggers into the pawn shop, yelling that the pink coat is hers. Guess who she encounters for the argument? That's right, it's Les.
What?
Oh no, she's done it now. What could happen to her after upsetting the big dog? Let's find out. What would you do if a man strolls into your shop with a massive bag? Obviously, you can't wait to find out what's in there. This is what this sneaky guy did.
Man, this is my bag.
Okay. What's in it? Tell me what that means, because maybe I don't understand what you're talking about.
Looks like the man had a top secret mission with this bag. He didn't let anyone unzip it. In my opinion, he's a freak. See for yourself how the whole scenario went down.
You can't bring in a big bag into a business and not expect to have it searched.
What the hell? Oh my God. My man, oh my God. What the hell?
Wow, that was unexpected. I can't believe what just happened. I might need a moment to process this. It's not something any of us were prepared for.
So I'm just gonna let things lie. If I see anything on the news, I'll report that he was here.
I saw that.
For all I know, there's a half-naked man in a gold G-string running around the streets of Detroit. Holy
Pregnancy deal. A pregnant mom walks into a pawn shop, excited to purchase a wooden horse for her unborn baby.
I was just here last week, and I seen this horse that y'all had, and I really want it. I didn't have the money last week.
For sure. You saw? Where is it?
It's right over here.
Sure. When are you due?
Well, I'm due next month.
Oh, it's your first?
Yes, it is.
Oh, but the down part was that she has no money. How unfortunate, considering her husband left her. Hearing her story, Ashley gets all empathetic and decides to give away the object to the yet-to-be-born baby mama. This is what she has to say.
Let me tell you what I can do for you. You give me 5, and then my gift to you is the remaining 15.
That'll be great. That'll be really great.
Okay?
It means so much to me.
Well, everything went well for the lady, and even Ashley was proud of herself for doing a good deed. Until this happened.
Help you and the baby. What the Hello? Excuse me!
Wedding ring crook. Hey, I know it's not funny, but Ashley's solution was hilarious. Here's how she managed the situation. Nobody saw it.
Is your husband?
Invisible friend. A guy trying to pawn a fake bracelet walks into a store with his imaginary friend. However, Les was skeptical until the friend started haggling for a better price.
My partner right here, Robert, we want to pawn this.
You're who?
My partner Robert right here.
Here's a person talking to an invisible friend, but I didn't see him.
Well, well, well. Robert, the imaginary friend, needs a reality check. Maybe this dude should stick to playing pretend more believably. After all, the pawnbroker here is no fool.
Robert, tell him, Robert, tell him. This is worth $200.
It was a stainless steel bracelet that we don't sell here for $10. There was no way he was gonna get anything.
However, his get-rich-quick scheme wasn't so quick after all. The customer's face fell faster than a lead balloon. This is how we reacted to the situation.
And he talking about he can't give me nothing for this. What the is that?
No, come on, let's go to the outside. I gotta look at it a little bit more better.
All right.
I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving, man, until I get some money. I'm not leaving, man. That man, let me go.
Stolen telly. This lady's ex-boyfriend pawns her TV for some quick cash. With determination, she enters the pawn shop and confidently declares, "I'm here to rescue my kidnapped TV."
I need to get my stuff, my 2 TVs.
I need your ID or the tickets.
I don't have no ticket or no ID. My stuff was stolen and pawned from my boyfriend.
We need him or the tickets. Or...
What you need him for? He ain't even nowhere around.
Ah, the policy police strike again. No ticket, no claims allowed. And in a spectacular display of logic defiance, here's how she responded to the situation.
Listen! Don't open at my window! Bitch!
What? If I'm gonna have to get ratchet?
You don't pound at my window! Yes, I can! No, you can't!
Oh boy, it seems like someone stirred the hornet's nest. But fear not, Ashley swiftly shut down those threats like a master conductor. Lesson learned, universe.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Bye. See ya.
No.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I am crazy, and I'll show you crazy.
No password. Oh boy, trying to pawn that laptop at the store, but conveniently forgetting your password? Suspicious much? Brace yourself for some dose of skeptical boss lady.
You forgot the password.
Yeah.
How do you forget when's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again. She didn't know how to get into this computer. She didn't know the password. She didn't know the username.
Oh, so you didn't just find this laptop aimlessly wandering around in the wilderness and thought, hey, I should take this. I'm sure the lady was adamant that it's my laptop.
How much did you want to get on this today?
At least 165.
How's 125 for you?
No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
Blink of an eye, the laptop lady became wild and crazy. Her responses and shouts made everyone wonder if she was off her rocker.
I am a grown-ass woman.
You're not acting like one.
Like I said, I am a grown-ass woman.
You're not acting like one.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. Like I said, I can take my business somewhere else.
Goodbye.
Well, online, these things go for $3,050 recognizable comic book heroes.
Silver Surfer. Oh, guess what? We've got a bona fide comic enthusiast here. Big surprise. Like, who isn't, right?
For $500.
Hey, genius. If you're after that dream price, maybe hit up a comic store. Selling your treasure trove at a pawn shop? Yeah, real brainiac move here, buddy. Custom-made electric chair. Folks, take a puff. We've witnessed all sorts of weirdness at the pawn shop, but this fella's cranked it up a notch. Check out his wild sell list.
So tell us a little bit about him.
We have Halloween retail stores. This is a custom-made electric chair. There's a whole show if you guys want to see it.
Sure, go ahead, show us.
Hell yeah!
I'm really into this kind of thing. This might be the new feature at my house on Halloween.
Oh, just what we all need. A bedside toy that screams Halloween 24/7. No biggie, except it's art, not like living in a slasher fic or anything.
So we're looking to get about $8,000. Brand new, they're just above $9,000.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Buy a used one that's 6 years old.
Well, the cool thing about this one is that they don't make them like this anymore.
You're
There's
right, they don't. The new ones are digital.
Well, guys, Mr. Ambitious over here is dead set on this mystery item. Heaven knows what his grand plan is, but Les has a style for a bargain.
Thank you very much for bringing
Thank
it in. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I'm a little disappointed that I gotta schlep it back home, but you know, with Michigan being, you know, like the #1 state for haunted houses and attractions and things like that.
Elephant skull haggle. Oh, guess what? No fancy sofa, no blingy ring, and no one-of-a-kind car to pedal? No worries. How about you trade an elephant skull for some greens? Because that's normal, right?
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
Very unusual.
It's very unusual.
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the tusks were.
I understand that. It came from Africa?
Yeah, right.
Well, I
So-
can promise you nobody has ever brought in an elephant skull, ever. That I can
Little
tell you.
unique.
Ever wondered where one finds a thing like that? Well, surprise, surprise, there's a thriving market for massive elephant skulls. Yeah, you heard it right. Skull heads.
1,000. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
Let me talk to my elephant expert.
Africans are buying now for $2,300 and the Asians are $1,900.
The good part was, it's worth the money. There is a demand for elephant skulls, but I'll be damned if I'm giving it away.
Okay, peeps. When Les locks onto something, prepare for a solar eclipse, because he's not releasing his grip. Anyway, there's a plot twist in this pawn shop drama.
I got $700 $100 bills waiting for me.
$750.
$700. And if you think it's worth $50 for you to schlep it home,
It isn't.
Schlep it.
It isn't.
Schlep it.
I'll give it to you for $7.
You got a deal. Thank you very much.
Thank
Come
you.
right
Thank
over
you.
here. We'll
Thank
take
you.
care
All
of
right.
it. All right.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you.
Bone Rattler. Okay, people, the granddaddy of speed in the house. Ready to snatch up a drag racing car from the pawn shop? Who knew shuffleboard was just a warm-up?
This guy is an expert. He knows all about drag racers. So does Jeff. Jeff is my jeweler, but he's much more knowledgeable with engines than I am. The guy that sold it to me said it cost him $85,000 to put it together.
Probably clipping along at about 250 miles an hour.
Fire this puppy up.
I don't know how to start it.
Gather around, youngsters. We got a drag racing sage here, boasting a mere 30 years under his belt. So the wisdom dump is here, as he schools the pawn shop owner.
You know how to start him?
Sure.
I knew you did. How long have you been racing dragsters?
For about 30 years.
Oh.
You ready for this?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, Mr. Been There, Done That. Let's see if your drag racing tales can seal this deal or take a nosedive. Now, coming straight to the negotiation.
20 grand.
7,500.
I don't think so. If you give me the money today, 15,000. I'll throw the skeletons in for free. We have a deal for 15,000?
I guess so.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Enjoy
day.
your new car.
Mechanical Bull. Ah, the good old days of Wild West bull riding and rugged cowboys. Some dude missed the memo that it's not exactly the trendiest scene nowadays. Time to catch up, y'all.
Going for a ride in my parking lot, or what are we doing?
Let's have a little fun, girl.
We're trying to sell our mechanical bull. Why do you have it? A Western-themed restaurant bar before, and that was the theme. We put the bull into the bar.
Well, slap on those cowboy hats. We got ourselves a scene here. But seriously, who's taking bets on whether they can wrangle a decent price for that rodeo-style bull riding?
Let's say you were to buy these brand new. How much do they cost?
They cost around $15,000 to $20,000.
How much do you want?
$15,000.
So if I was to buy this brand new or buy this used from you, it's the same price.
Rental companies rent these out for $750 a day. There's a lot of revenue potential.
Ah, man, sad to see these alpha men taking back their bull home. But folks, hold on to your hats. Maybe Ashley has something else in her mind.
3,000 right now.
45.
31.
39, you pack it up. That's my bottom dollar.
34.
I can't do it.
Sorry, good luck.
Dr. Death's van. Step right up, viewers. You've heard of Dr. Death, but today's highlight is the van that spotlights as the ride for assisted suicides. Because nothing says vacation like a one-way ticket, right?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
By Dr. Death.
This is the actual van that he did his first and several other assisted suicides in.
Jack Kevorkian was an iconic figure in the city of Detroit.
We're not aiming for a Valley of Chrome farewell tour this time. Mr. Big Bucks here wants a six-figure sum. Brace yourselves, because Les has his few concerns all queued up.
It is a piece of history.
I like buying weird.
You won't find another one.
The problem is, it doesn't make sense to spend six figures on something like this for me.
Well, you either love it or hate it.
But I love it. This is definitely a piece of Detroit.
A van oozing that delightful combo of creepiness and death vibes. So legit. However, why not throw in another expert opinion? Let's see how that went.
So 10,000 ain't gonna buy it.
No, I'm in the six-figure range.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand. 30 grand.
50 grand?
30.
One time. 50.
30 cash right now.
Bizarre bikini. Check out this granny of the century who strolls into the pawn shop with an elderly figure that has a lot to do with, I don't know. You have a look and maybe you decide.
Which is the doll?
I heard that. I'm undressing her.
What can I say? A really nasty looking woman, but a very cool item.
Yep, that's about accurate. You just saw a long-legged granny in a bikini. All the efforts are done in the name of art. However, our granny here invested in this model.
How much did you want for this thing?
I'd like to get $500 for it. This thing is art.
It's a very cool item, but not for that price. She's really cute. I mean, she's really fun to look at, but it's not going to be even close to $500.
Never mind, that was gonna be a deal breaker. Unless Les had some more quotes to add to the art piece, this stirs things up for the selling mix.
Here this woman was playing my game, and I was losing.
200.
190. I'll take it.
Will he stop?
Okay, schlep it home.
You know, I heard my dad saying it wasn't worth the extra $10. Bull.
She wants 200.
Latex vacuum bed. Look who's spicing up the pawn shop scene. This dynamic duo's got a latex vacuum fetish bed up for grabs. You know, just your average afternoon errand.
Latex vacuum bed.
A what?
A latex vacuum bed.
So you have sex with latex?
Pretty much.
It's like the autoerotic asphyxiation is what
Pretty
it is,
much,
right?
yeah.
Bobby J surprisingly knew exactly what this thing was.
All right, I was wondering, who needs candlelit dinners when you can have vacuum-sealed intimacy? I'm not here to judge. However, here's a quick demonstration.
Is it normally when Felix has his hand over his mouth? Normally what they like.
I actually used it.
Are you breathing? There we go.
Not gonna work. It's working.
Everyone's a critic when it comes to, what's the word? Innovative sleeping arrangements. Yeah, there we go. And we aren't sure if that ever went up for the big sale.
Used it.
So how could you not want to do this with him?
Because I don't want to suffocate.
It's not for everybody. I'm familiar with the bed. Very much so.
Just imagine having sex now. He don't have to hold you.
Perfect. Well, now we got that out of the way.
Watch your punk ass up, but you ain't getting my motherfucking car. You so bitch. I got my laptop home. I ain't leaving this bitch till you give me my money. I need my mother
Time to go.
No.
My friend's laptop. Are you low on cash? How about you swipe your laptop, hoping to make a quick profit at the nearest pawn shop? If you want to give it a try, just watch what you're heading into.
What the hell? You mean to tell me you don't stole my damn laptop and I don't blame them damn kids for this damn laptop all this damn? That's how you don't blame me? We supposed to be friends? Got me up. Taking my laptop.
Ugh, that tension, right, folks? However, our big boss Les was unable to fully comprehend the conflict. And he couldn't care less. These people were just up to making a fool of themselves.
I think that these women were fighting over laptops.
Watch your punk ass home, bitch! Watch your punk ass home! But you ain't getting my motherfucking car, you so bitch! I got my laptop home!
But we, being a sucker for drama, sorted it all out. Apparently, somebody's valued belongings were stolen by their BFF. What chance do they have of surviving this unthinkable betrayal?
I got laptop all this time, and I'm thinking these damn.
Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
All this time, my laptop was missing, but I got my laptop. That's all that matters.
All right.
Earring error. In the dazzling world of pawn shops, we find a woman aiming to part ways with her prized earrings. But only if things were that simple, then there wouldn't be a whole show made out of it.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money. Pawn my mother jewelry.
We all know that our big boss here has quite a keen eye for the merchandise he deals with. And warning, you better watch out if you try to sell him a knockoff.
These are real.
They are real earrings. They're just not real diamonds.
They are.
No,
yes,
they're not.
they are real. How the you gonna tell me just by looking at my that they not real?
They're not real.
As things were getting hot, the woman kept getting non-negotiable. That definitely makes a reality TV treat. Keep it coming, girls.
Ladies that act like ladies are treated like ladies.
No, it don't work like I ain't leaving this bitch till you give me my money. I need my mother.
Time to go.
Stubborn guy. Our Mr. Clumsy here managed to turn his girlfriend's car all wrecked up. Now, he's off to pawn his genius-level ideas to fix the car and his relationship.
I need to pay my court fees. I got a DUI, crashed my car. Well, her car. I took her car with a couple friends.
You just need to get as much as you can.
It's not your damn business. I'm here for you.
All full of himself, he went all gangsta mode on Seth, trying to get money for 2 of his rings. Did it work? Nope. However, things were about to get more annoying.
What's the highest you'd go?
$900.
That's ridiculous.
Tell him what it is.
No, don't tell me what to do. Stop talking. Stand behind me.
What's the problem?
Tell her to stand behind me. This is men talking right now.
Our boy's respect for his girlfriend shines through as the negotiations heat up. Hold on to your seat, because this encounter was a true lesson in having proper manners.
Maybe we should just take the money.
That. Stop talking. Just
Dude,
stop
seriously,
talking.
why are you such an ass?
No, you need.
No, I don't need to. You're my store.
This
It is my
property.
business.
This
It's
is
not
my
your property.
Do I
She's her
tell
own
your
person.
property what to do?
Hopefully one day she'll wisen up, move on, and realize that this guy's a complete tool.
Mother-daughter feud. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your liquor bottles for a heartwarming episode of Mother-Daughter Treasure Hunters. They had gathered some priceless junk to fund their world tour.
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Some old liquor bottles, some old albums, stamp book. Didn't you think he worth something?
No. You got a whole lot of nothing going on over there.
But wait, Les examines their items and deadpans. Sorry, ladies, it's all junk, no worth. The things took a swift left from there, guys.
Told you it wasn't worth nothing. You need to watch your trap because this worth everything to me. It don't matter. They don't want it. This is not junk, okay? So don't you comment on. I told you. So you better not to come here. You better don't go there.
Gas.
You better don't.
You better don't.
It's like watching a comedy where emotions run high over little treasures. They both argue fiercely about sentimental items. Talk about teaching your kids some manners.
I will kick your ass. I'm your mama. You better don't. How the heck? You better don't. No, you get the off my.
I thought it was kind of funny watching the mother and daughter argue with each other. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Body slam. Our guy claims his grandma's ring is a lost treasure. Well, that part's for Ashley to decide whether it's real or something that came out of a cereal box.
How much are you looking for?
Is this enough to pay rent?
How much is your rent?
$300.
Okay. Do you have anything else? Because this unfortunately is not real.
What you mean it's not real?
It's not real gold.
Basically, y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you.
You don't waste your time.
Oh dear, Mr. Sad Story. You've really painted yourself into a corner now. It was almost as if he was starring in his own drama series.
I'm like, just give me my ring. I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean? What you
I'm
mean?
trying to help you solve your issue.
Lower your voice.
This guy's acting really erratic, and it's making me really nervous.
Hold on tight, because here come the Powerpuff Boys to rescue our protagonist from his own soap opera. What a gimmick. A day he's gonna remember for a while.
Don't put your finger in
No, you got me. She ain't by herself, my man. Bitch, I'll be back, bitch.
You're talking that now, get the hell out of here. He was lucky I have other things on my mind, or I would have beat him to a pulp.
PlayStation. In a stunning twist, our lovable, larger-than-life customer walks into the pawn shop dreaming of snagging a PS3. Let's hope the controller can keep up with his enthusiasm.
How much are your PlayStation 3s?
How much you want to spend?
You got $70.
Can't let it go for 70, my man, unfortunately.
I've seen them for $70 to $80 at other pawn shops. Does it come with a warranty?
It comes with an as-is warranty, unless you'd like to purchase an additional warranty, which I'd like to help you with.
This is bull.
Our six-pack gamer needs some physical exercise rather than video games. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who needs a jog more than them all?
I need a PlayStation 3 for $70.
I sell them for $100.
That is ridiculous. All I got is 70. I want somebody else to talk to around here.
Well, there's only gonna be one other person you're about to talk to, and if you keep your voice raised like that, we'll be more than happy to speak with you.
And here's where you might consider scheduling that eye wash. Oh boy, Up next could rival a comedy sketch, complete with unexpected twists and turns.
Get out of here. I'm gonna take a ride, big boy. Big boy. Ride, big boy. Push me. Here we go, big boy. Here we go. Have a good day. What is all that about? What you want to do?
I come down this my level, beat your ass down here. What? Think you all that, bitch? Do it right.
Ashley fires. So, guess what? There was a worker at the pawn shop who some folks thought might be stealing stuff. Ashley got wind of it and had a little investigation on her hands.
You said you wanted to know if Tressa asked me to put anything else on the internet?
Yeah?
Well, she did.
She did?
Another watch.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
I'll take care of it. Don't even put it on the internet.
Okay.
I have to check with Brian first to see if Tressa got permission to pull the watch from the display case.
Right when Ashley was busy being a detective, the sneaky thief decided to drop in. What wonderful timing! Well, since you're here, time to do some explanation.
I didn't ask him to put it online yet. I didn't ask him.
So he wouldn't just offer it?
Right. You said to come to one of you guys. Well, before I would have bought it, I would have came to you
But
guys.
you already asked him to put it on the internet.
No, I said, was it a possibility? I pulled it out.
Okay, you went around the bush and kind of asked him.
No, I'm still not 100% sure if I wanted to buy it.
Alrighty then, you're going home because you were not hired to make CEO-level decisions. But wait, there has to be more about this situation.
You're fired. Fine. That's fine. I said I wasn't even sure if I was going to.
It's fine.
I literally told everyone that you weren't as big of a bitch. I was wrong.
Excuse me? Get the out of here. Get out of here.
Let's fight.
How much can you give me, man?
20 bucks.
$20. The hell you mean?
I'm more or less helping you than anything.
Man, I'm gonna need more than $20 for this, man.
Of course, they're giving you exactly what it's worth, aren't they? So just take the money and run. But anyway, here is how our man decides to handle the situation.
Hey, come on. I played this game before. I know this was a scam.
You broke my trust, and because of that, Justin, you're fired.
Replica. Oh boy. Get your wrists ready for this one. A man walks in with the Audemars Piguet watch, and Les was in all mood to get his hands on it.
How about 6?
4,000.
No, I don't think I can go that low. You want to meet in the middle?
I'll go 4,500.
No, I need to get the 5 out of it.
Sorry.
All right. Appreciate your time.
4,600.
However, our pawn king did pull out these big bucks. But he was sure. Duh, he was. But hey, just wait, because Seth might have a different opinion.
So let me check it out real quick. Oh. It's coming up counterfeit.
Oh, bull.
Oh, yeah? Look at it right here. It says do not purchase. It's a known counterfeit.
What? Did our pawn maestro get scammed? Well, wait. They called a seller back in for another purchase to trap him down. Let's see how that goes.
You mother coming into my store selling a that's not real. Here's the way it works. Either give me my money back or go to jail.
I bought them, and now, I've got taken on them too.
I believe you.
I mean, I'll give you your money back.
Unreal diamond. Regular day at a pawn shop. Antique necklace. A man strolls in claiming an antique necklace. Now he faces the daunting challenge of convincing the pawn king Les that it's the real deal. Good luck, buddy.
It's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Now it's mine, and I'm trying to put you in the game with this crystal antique rosary. So how much can I get?
Well, you can't get anything. It's not diamonds, it's not gold, it's just crystals.
Well, I ain't no expert, but definitely, that necklace was nowhere near being called antique. Mr. Too Much Full of himself was clearly up to no good.
How much would you pawn this for?
I won't take that in pawn because we only take precious metal.
It should be precious to you.
Why should it be precious to me?
Because it's antique. Didn't you hear that part?
No, I can't take it. I'm sorry.
Well, I think you need to work something out with me, man.
This dude just thinks that saying antique will make his necklace any more valuable. What a joke. How about we let the jewel expert take care of this one?
No deal.
Deal. How much you gonna give me for it?
I'm gonna start about on the way out the door.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, brother. Hold on, man. Hold on. I can leave on my own. Hey, what are y'all looking at? What you looking at?
Laptop room. Big Boss Les randomly stumbled upon a screwdriver by the laptop storage room. Turns out, someone's been making off with pricey merchandise. Oh boy, I don't like the sound of that.
I go in the back and I see this screwdriver next to the laptop room. Explain that.
I caught Justin just the other day breaking into the laptop room trying to get a laptop.
You didn't fire his ass that minute?
Next time I catch him doing it, I was gonna fire him.
Let's call his ass out.
Uh-oh, looks like someone's in trouble. Les decides to call a meeting with staff to unmask the mystery thief. And for a reminder of how tough things can be for everyone.
Randy, as running this back, tell me what the is going on with this door.
When we needed to get in that room, I didn't have the keys. I needed to get in there to get that laptop, so I just went in there and got over.
But you have permission to go in there no matter how you get in there, you have permission. Am I correct? Do you?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Justin's in the hot seat now. The trigger's been pulled his way, and it's decision time. Will he take the bullet or do some fancy dodging? Here it is.
Did you steal anything?
No, I would never steal anything. It's just to do my job. When I'll ask Rodney for the key, and Rodney doesn't show up to get this laptop, the manager that I asked didn't come get the laptop, so I'll just...
What the excuse is? You broke my trust, and because of that, Justin, you're fired.
Tiffany watch. A man's got an antique Tiffany watch and a burning desire to sell it to the pawn queen, Ashley. But hold on to your goats. There's a twist coming.
I've already done a little bit of research on this thing. This watch is 160 years old plus, at least.
And you've had offers of $3,200 and you want more.
I do.
It's gorgeous. There's old mine-cut diamonds on this. This could be worth thousands of dollars. I need my dad's help.
Our jewelry-selling farmer decides to bring a goat as his lucky charm while dealing with the boss lady. But the real question remains, is the Tiffany watch the real deal?
This watch could be worth a fortune. Does it say Tiffany in it?
Nowhere inside.
That's the problem.
So, a couple things. Why would Tiffany not want to buy it?
They don't actually do that at Tiffany's in New York, so they won't authenticate it.
They don't authenticate items that aren't genuine, sir. Like this cheap knockoff. You better go put that back in your pocket. And get going now.
The movement in the watch is not Tiffany.
Tiffany did make their own movements.
Another thing that makes us believe that it's not Tiffany is the way the diamonds are set.
160 years ago?
Tiffany would have normally set them better.
More professionally.
Even back then.
I can pop it back on. It's no big deal. It should pop on pretty easy.
No cables.
No, we can't go for that one.
PS3. This dude looks like a goon from GTA. He came to the pawn shop to reclaim his PS3. I know, folks. The description of the man makes the whole scene more interesting.
I'm just trying to get my I got a brand new PlayStation 3 up in this bitch. You know what it is. Let me just get my
in a line like everybody else.
I'm just saying, I've been standing.
Stop yelling. What the are you yelling
I'm just
about?
saying, I want you to be able to hear me through this window.
That's kind even. Give your slip, get your item, and get out, bro. But wait, there is a twist we all been waiting for from our protagonist.
This ain't mine. Is this the wrong one right here? This is, I don't know who it is. It ain't mine. Got to check this. Look, mine's brand new out the box. What is this?
Yours. The minute he brought it in, we bagged it and labeled it.
Oh man, why do they always have to threaten the old man when things can be sorted through negotiation? But anyway, here's the inevitable.
Hey, get your hands up off me, big fella. Straight the up, boy. Get your hands off of me right now. I swear to God, if y'all don't give me my PlayStation, I'll call 30 goons up here right now.
Call him.
I'll call 30, 40 goons up here right now.
Call him.
Meet my lawyer. A woman storms into the pawn shop, swearing their diamond earring and turning her ear green. And guess who's with her? A lawyer, no less.
I look at his earring that he says is turning his ear green, and it's a fake diamond with a fake metal. This is not the correct earring for the receipt.
I got my lawyer with me. This was wrong.
Oh dear, Miss Drama, it's not that simple. Your slip doesn't quite match the description, so getting that refund might be trickier than you thought.
Would you like to meet my attorney?
I want my money.
My attorney will escort you out.
You better not put his hand on me.
Then you better turn around with your 2 legs and walk out yourself.
I'm not walking nowhere.
Want to bet?
Well, lady, it was time for you and your mannequin of a lawyer to walk out the store while keeping your respect where it belongs.
You don't just tell me what to do.
Get out.
Yeah, you know, took my money, just sold me a bold earring, got my ear turning colors.
I don't care if he had 10 lawyers in here because we didn't make his ear green. It's just a scam.
Give me a time for. Oh, man! Man, why you break that, man? I did not drop it on accident, man. I didn't break it. I thought it was you, man.
Oh, that's good.
Now you should have that.
Where's Nikki? The lady has arrived at the pawn shop saying one of the workers valued her earrings, and now she's just demanding the estimated price. What a mind wreck, I gotta say.
Who'd you talk to?
Nicole?
Over the phone.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
we don't see them over the phone. She is lying. Can I see your merchandise while I'm at work and while you're sitting in your living room? You need to come in, you need to evaluate your earrings, we need to test them.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Ashley, ever the detective, was in suspicion mode, attempting to dissect the situation. However, the customer's reaction swiftly threw a wrench into her gears.
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my 400.
I'm looking at the diamonds, and I know right off the bat the weight is just not gonna make it. I can do 185.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna give me that $400, right?
No, I'm not. And you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Yes, I am, because that's what I called for.
Well, it appears our lady has raised some eyebrows about her sanity. The idea of consulting Nikki to identify this loudmouth was now on the table.
Where is bitch at? Excuse me, this is Nikki, and Nikki, she claims she talked to you at 10 o'clock this morning.
I don't even know her.
I need my money right now.
She was very confused, but I know one thing for certain, Nana needed to go.
Phone call lady. This one time, an elderly woman disrupted the quiet at the pawn shop with her booming phone PC. Two older folks enter the pawn shop with 1970s computers. They hope to sell them to fund a trip out west. Let's see if they were able to enjoy the blast from the past.
Got some equipment here.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
To be honest, if you bought these new, it's about like 400 bucks.
We need more than that.
Yeah, we need more money than that.
What I can offer you is $0.
Zero.
Things took a sudden turn, and honestly, it felt like we stumbled into some reality TV treat. Buckle up, because this pawn shop just got a lot more interesting.
You mean zero?
Most people don't get that aggravated when they bring in like ancient artifacts.
Yeah, people collect these.
Oh, they're antiques now.
We'll take 800.
$0. How many times do I need to tell you? We're not interested in it. Leave the store. I'm not taking it.
Store.
Well, fellas, y'all better just use it to scroll some pictures of the out west, because I probably think that trip's now canceled.
You and you too. Oh man! I thought it was you, man.
Didn't have that. Put it in the dumpster if you want.
She slap. Our big boy seeks an appraisal for a ring, and guess who he stumbles upon? None other than Ashley, the queen of quotes in this pawn shop.
I do what I want to do.
Bye.
Don't big ass off me.
Have a good day.
Pacifier pawn. Seth, our pawn shop hero, encounters quite the character of a customer eager to part with both a TV and a ring. But wait, what's in her mouth?
I'm Seth.
Oh, you cute.
Yeah. So how can I help you?
I'm just bringing, my TV and my ring, trying to at least walk out with 800.
Let me see your ring.
That's right, lady. Our Seth here wasn't going to crack open with that pacifier or your flirting skills. How about we cut to the chase and look at the valuables?
Her ring was pretty nice. It has diamonds. It's 10 karat gold. Her TV was relatively nice.
You used to answer my question. I said what you wanted.
I know, I said I'm good. So, you need a loan or you want to sell it?
Loan.
Loan? About 300 bucks.
You want to taste my ring?
No.
Or lick it?
What did she just say? Well, even if the sun rises from the west, I ain't putting that in my mouth. How about we look for someone who might?
Would you suck on that pacifier for 20 bucks?
You can lick it. I know you want to.
Yeah, you.
Ready?
Push fight. Two buddies square off in a pawn shop brawl over one friend's attempt to pawn the other's beloved PlayStation without permission. This calls for drama.
That took my PS, he tried to pull my your shop. I'm getting my money back.
You know him?
Yeah, that's my roommate. He tried to pull my your shop, try to get some money off, but I want my PS. He owe me my is mine. My back.
Hey, do me a favor. We're not gonna scream, okay?
What's happening here? This ain't your hotel room, spoiled punks. You're just creating a ruckus. Y'all better watch that tone and listen to the pawn majesty.
Angelo Steve, is that his?
This between,
yes or no?
I mean, we just trying to handle it ourselves.
That's fine. Steve, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Is it Angelo's or yours?
It used to be his.
Okay.
He owe me money. What else supposed
Steve?
to do? My pay bills. Coming on, ain't saying I tell you what I'm gonna do. I got all my tell you what I'm gonna do.
All right, guys, you probably want to take your business outside because there are some customers here who are not in a mood to listen to your story.
Come take
Can I see it? Come with me. You
You know, I'm a pawnbroker. I'm not a kindergarten teacher. You guys go talk about it amongst yourselves, and when you figure it out, then come back inside, okay? Until then, I don't want to hear you arguing. You grown men, not kids, go on.
All right.
Free grab. The girlfriend decided to pawn her boyfriend's Xbox, and now he's on a crusade to rescue it. Lesson learned, right? Pawning is such a brilliant way to solve everything.
My girlfriend, she came up here and she got rid of my Xbox 360 and I came up here to get it back.
Okay, here's a ticket.
No. I can tell you her name and you can just give me my
I can't
360.
give you any information about somebody else's account.
You just need to give me my stuff.
No.
But our man here forgot that this store needs a police report for such incidents. So how about you keep your volume down, gamer? Instead, this is what he does.
Can I just have my...
We can sell you another one.
Well, let me just look for one that I want to grab.
Okay, you go that way. Wait right
what
here.
What 360 that, bro?
And I'll sell you one. Stop right here.
No, ain't no
And I'll
selling.
sell you one for $200.
No, I can grab one for free.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you
can
heard.
do what?
What in the world was this dude thinking? He was running around like it was a jogging park. But hold on to your seats. Big Joe was here for a run too.
Hey!
Get out of here.
Get the out. Now.
All right,
Don't ever step back.
You gonna make me move?
Get out of my face. My store. Bye.
All right, buckle up for some wild tales from the pawn shop universe. A dude walks in trying to return a wonky iPhone, swearing he got it from here. Plot twist, no receipt, and he even tried blaming a random worker. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got ladies claiming purse hostage situations and others pulling broken TV emotional sagas. Here are the scammers being caught on Hardcore Pawn. This dude who gets totally jacked in Detroit loses everything, even his watch. So he hits up this pawn shop to sell some stuff and make his way back to sunny California.
Good, man.
I'm Les.
Philip, nice to meet you, sir. I'm here from California, do some construction, you know, buy some homes. Made a wrong turn, got robbed, and everything, dude, all my cash. I got nothing left, dude. I got a watch. I'm trying to get some money so I can get back to California.
Les hears the guy's sob story, feels some sympathy, and offers $80 for the watch. Not a fortune, but the guy was probably expecting pocket change, so not bad, right?
How much did you need?
$300-400 just to get on a plane or a bus.
He brought me in a watch, a good brand, but it wasn't worth the kind of money that he was asking for. Well, the bad news is those aren't diamonds in it.
What do you mean?
It's glass.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
I can go $80.
$80?
But no, our hero feels insulted, thinks his watch is gold or something. He's like, bro, normally I get $500 for this watch, and you're offering me 80? Rip off.
Normally we go 50, but I'm gonna give you 80 because I like your story.
Les isn't budging though. He's standing firm at $80. Now the guy's boiling, calls Les and everyone in the shop garbage.
Like my story? So getting robbed is a good story.
No.
I came over here to Detroit and you guys robbed me.
I didn't rob you.
You might as well have. You're trying to give me $80 for my watch. How the is that not robbing me?
You get $30 more than we normally go.
Detroit, man. This ain't gonna happen in Orange County, man. People who are here are garbage and you're garbage, man. You.
Don't come in with us, because we'll you up.
Then bam, it's on. Our guy tries to snatch his watch back, but Les is like, nuh-uh, not today. Things get spicy real fast, but he's having none of it.
Bob, that's the Detroit way.
Go. Yeah. Give me my watch.
Outside.
Give me my watch. No, give me my watch, please. Give me my watch.
Outside.
Give me my watch now. Get your hands off me. Orange County. A lot better than this.
No one's in with Detroit.
In the D, we are all tough.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So this customer walks into the shop with this antique necklace, claiming it's been passed down through generations.
Can you help me, sir? I'm trying to get a nice deal on my antique necklace. It's been passed down from generation to generation. My grandfather gave it to me, okay?
Les isn't exactly doing cartwheels because this necklace isn't blinged out with diamonds or gold, just some crystals. But the customer's on a mission for a sweet deal, even if it's not a precious metal masterpiece.
My grandfather gave it to him.
But Les, being more into precious metals than history, isn't interested.
So how much can I get?
Well, you can't get anything. It's not diamonds, it's not gold, it's just crystals.
Now hold up, Les spots the customer's rings and gets that twinkle in his eye. But the customer's all like, I want a deal on the necklace, dude. Les, though, is playing hardball, saying they only dance with precious metals. No crystals invited to this ball.
Customer's rings catch Les's eye.
I'll take your rings.
Rings ain't for sale today. How much would you pawn this for?
I won't take that in pawn because we only take precious metal.
Now, cue the shouting match. Back and forth negotiations, but it's like a standoff and no deal is going down.
Now, take it. But I think you need to work something out with me, man. What he standing here for, man? Tell me, brother. It's antique, man. Nope.
The customer tries negotiating with Les, but no deal is struck. The security, though, offers a deal of their own.
Customers are not thrilled, yelling about deals and fairness. It's a bit of a scene, you know? But here's the twist. Les finally gives in and says, all right, give me those rings. Customer storms out, still yelling a bit. Whew, man. Antique shop life. Am I right?
An antique, bro. I don't want to talk. Me and you.
No deal.
Deal.
No deal.
How much you gonna give me for?
Let's talk about it on the way out the door.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, bro, man. Hold on. I can leave on my own. Hey, what's up? Big fella?
Have a nice day.
Gave me something.
Give me the ring. I'll take the ring in pawn.
Don't worry about it.
These two guys roll up to the pawn shop claiming they got hustled out of their laptops and dropping hints that a shop employee might be in on it. Tough back.
There's two guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops.
Les, the big boss, gets called in to handle this mess. As the duo spills their story, turns out they handed their laptops to some lady outside the shop, lured in by the promise of cash and laptop return.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna give us the money and the laptops back because she knew somebody.
Les is legit shocked. These guys expecting help after a sketchy deal? Nah, no way. You can see it on his face. Neither.
Okay, wait, you pawned something?
Yeah, she had the ticket.
When did you pawn it?
Today.
Now the guys want Les to switch the ticket for the laptops, but Les is playing detective. He's like, when did this supposed pawn deal go down? Today, they claim. Les smells something fishy and wonders if his employees are pulling a fast one, out of his way to help them.
That's what we were trying to contact the owner because we want.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
You can, it's in her name.
Legally, Les says the laptops belong to the lady. He can't just hand them over. The guys are desperate, suggesting a name switch on the ticket, but Les is like, nah, those laptops are technically hers.
I wanted to know if
I can't do it because, according to law, they belong to her, not you.
Oh my God, Sal. You just.
Okay, so Les is in the mood. If they can ID the employee involved, he'll hand back their computers. They leave, but they can't deliver, depending whoever the employee is.
If you can find out which one of my employees, you give me the guy's name, I'll give you the computers. Find me out what I need to know, I can make magic happen.
Les, a pawn shop pro, suggests they hit up the cops and file a report. Guys are desperate, try to negotiate, but Les shuts down any rule bending.
Every transaction we did today is still accounted for, so it's here. All you guys need to do is fill out a police report. We can handle it that way.
Les shuts down any notion of bending the rules, highlighting that their laptops belong to the lady.
Any way I can just switch the name.
No, because they're in her name. They technically belong to her.
And they don't belong to her.
Les makes it clear they're not getting their stuff back without paying for it. If any of that.
Inside job, and once we figured out, we came back and trying to tell you.
No, that's not the way it went.
That's not the way it went. The way it went was, you pawn your laptops to this pawn shop.
Les drops the truth bomb. No laptops without paying. It's a lesson on greed.
Here's the way it works. Nobody gets out of pawn without paying for it, and nothing goes out the back door.
The boy still thought, hold up. So this dude walks into the shop all chill, just looking for some help with the table. But out of nowhere, he switches to R-rated mode, throwing around some colorful language.
Let me lay on this mother. This is a sex table? Damn, I'll get some on this mother boy. Come on, Ashley, man.
Les isn't having any of it.
Bitch, that's who I've been screaming for. Come here. Get your ass over and shut up.
He's like, Ashley, we need backup. Shut this down. Now it's getting wild. Dude is on a bed. There's commotion. It's like a party, but not the good kind.
Get kicked in the face? Look, let me ask you something. No, you be quiet. Look, come this way, baby. If you let me, I'll be slapping that ass.
Les steps in and drops the truth bomb. We're not turning this place into a free-for-all. But hold on, he's not just playing referee. There's the threat of a face kick. Yikes.
Really? We don't think so? You don't disrespect my daughter-in-law?
Les isn't messing around. He tells the customer to get off the bed, making it crystal clear, don't mess with my family.
His family.
I'll tear that up, boy. I'll tear that up. Tear that out of here. Understand that? Don't
The customer throws out an apology, but man, what a scene, right?
I'm sorry, man. Don't I'm sorry, Les. I'm sorry, man.
This guy, Mark Hollingsworth, waltzes into the shop with a kind of sketchy idea. He's all like, I own this company dealing with watches, cars, and parking problems. But trust me, his sales pitch is as smooth as sandpaper.
Yes, Mark Hollingsworth.
Mark Hollingsworth.
Do you have a company out that does any of your, watches your lot or anything like that, takes any of the cars out?
We do.
Right off the bat, it's clear Mark's trying some passive-aggressive marketing. Les isn't buying it, though. Mark's still pushing, suggesting towing away illegally parked cars. Les, smelling potential scams, puts his foot down. No signing anything.
Better business venture than what?
Well, then probably what you're working out right now.
Man, I must be missing something.
Okay, well, there's nothing to be missing. If somebody's parked illegally, we want to be...
Tension builds as Mark insists on linking their businesses. Les draws the line, saying Mark can't come in and shake him down. It gets really intense, and Les gives Mark an ultimatum. Leave or get tossed out.
I want the business. We're kind of working the area right here.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to give you...
Les, not one to back down, successfully kicks Mark out. Mark, feeling a bit defiant, says he'll be back, but Les isn't bothered. He's like, you're not welcome here. But he just won't get a clue.
This is going to be our business as well.
No, it's definitely not going to be.
Listen.
No, you listen. You are not coming into my business and trying...
Very nice way to promote a business.
Right here,
Here's the way it's going to work, sir. You can leave nicely, or we can throw your ass out.
I tried coming
Nobody
in here.
comes in here shaking me down. Do you understand that?
Les has got grit and refuses to fall for dodgy deals. Mark's attempt to twist his way into a business thing totally backfires, leaving Les with one message. His pawn shop isn't a playground for shady schemes.
I'm not leaving anywhere right
Yeah, of course you're not.
I'll be back in this.
All right, come on back.
And him, and...
Well, at least they managed to buckle up for this one. A dude storms in on a mission to find the perfect anniversary gift, a watch for his wife. It's their anniversary too. Sweet vibes, right?
The next customer comes to the store in search of the perfect anniversary gift.
I need to get a watch for my wife's anniversary.
It's not your anniversary too?
But hold on, he hits us with a curveball. Wants to trade in a necklace that supposedly belonged to his grandma.
Mine too. She said, this belonged to my grandmother. Probably worth a lot of money. I just want to bring it up and see what you think. Maybe we'll do a trade for a watch.
Plot twist. Les finds out it's a fake. Oof. But this dude still got game, pushing for that watch trade.
When he discovers that the necklace he brought is fake.
Well, do you really want me to tell you what I think? They're not real. But it was fake when it was made, and it's still fake.
What are you going to give me for this? I want to trade for a watch.
It's fake. I'm not interested.
Les ain't fooled though. He's like, nah, that necklace is worth zilch.
The persistent husband insists on making a deal.
Let me see what you got in watches. And so what are you saying? This is worth absolutely nothing.
Absolutely.
That's
the situation.
And then it gets spicy. The persistent husband starts trash talking Les's family. Big mistake.
I am?
Okay, I've seen your wife.
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me.
Oh man, big mistake. Les draws the line, telling him there are two things you don't talk about: wives and family.
I don't think so.
This crosses a line for Les.
Listen, mother. Two things you don't talk about: wife and my family.
The little boy and that
It heats up. A little scuffle breaks out and security has to step in.
badass daughter of yours. Get off of me, don't.
Where you got to go?
Les isn't letting it slide. He's like, get out and don't let the door hit you on the way.
Lied.
I hurt you guys so bad.
Sure you will.
Better get two people, fat man.
Get the out of here.
2, 3, 4, up the door.
Ashley's dealing with this guy who wants to pawn his grandma's ring, and it's kind of a bummer because she recently passed away. Sad vibes.
My grandma just passed.
I'm
I
sorry.
was like hoping to see what I could get for this.
Okay, so whose ring is this?
My grandma's.
Ding! But plot twist. Ashley checks the ring and bam, it's fake gold. The guy can't believe it, goes from sad to frustrated.
How much is your rent?
$300.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's not real.
What you mean it's not real?
It's not.
Ashley suggests pawning other stuff like a TV, but that just makes him more annoyed. Leave.
Basically, y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you.
You don't waste your time. If you have a TV, you can pawn your TV.
What the I look like pawning my TV?
Now he's all, I want to talk to someone else. More irate.
I need to speak with somebody.
Big snuggle buddy Byron steps in, sense of trouble. The guy's getting more heated, and Byron's like, calm down, lower your voice.
Tell me
lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
put
your
your
voice.
finger in
Lower
my
your
face.
voice. Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in.
Then it gets crazy. The guy threatens Ashley. Byron's not having it, tells him to leave. But nope, the guy stays put. So Byron has to physically escort him out. Ashley and Byron are like the peacekeepers, dealing with the chaos and keeping the shop in order. Headed to threaten Ashley, an action that wasn't very well received.
Bitch, I'll be back, bitch.
On the ground, mother. You're talking that now, get the hell out of here.
Here comes a young man eager to make a deal at the shop.
A young man comes into the shop.
He's waving something around, claiming he wants at least $100 for it. Les, the owner, isn't having it, saying it's not worth that much and offers him $20 instead.
To the shop.
I'm trying to see how much I can get for this. I'm trying to get at least $100 for it.
$100?
Yeah.
I won't even be able to sell it for near that.
So how much can you give me, man?
$20?
The young man is not thrilled, insisting he needs at least $100.
I need my money.
I understand.
I'm gonna need at least $100 for this.
You paid $200 for that, I overheard? I'll sell you like 4 of them for less than that.
Why would I want to bow? I'm trying to get.
Tempers start rising and he's yelling for more staff, demanding to see a manager ASAP. Les, sensing the commotion, steps in.
$. Why is there more staff out here? Get some help. I've been waiting for an hour. I need to see a manager right now.
The situation escalates quickly as the young man disrespects Les, calling him old man.
On.
What the you gonna do, old man?
Who you calling?
This sets Les off, and in a moment of rage, something regrettable happens. Les takes charge, telling the young man it's time to go, and the drama unfolds.
Thing he will regret later.
Who the you calling him? Really, mother?
I got this. I got it. You wanna give me more than $20?
Get out.
Les takes matters into his own hands.
Time to go.
Nikki's got this customer who's upset about the cash offered for her golden bracelet.
They usually give me 3.
Okay, gold's dropped, so.
That's not my problem.
She expected $300 like last time, but Nikki says it's $250 now because the gold price did a little dance. She started clamoring for a manager over and over, like that was gonna solve anything.
I want to speak to your manager.
What price did you give her?
$250.
And you need how much?
3.
Okay.
Just because the price of gold has gone down, that's...
Now, this customer isn't having it. She's like, I want a manager. But surprise, Ashley steps in. Not a manager, but trying to explain the gold market. The customer's having none of it and wants that extra $50.
You're not understanding.
No, I want my $50. The extra $50.
If you want
No, give me my extra $50. Come on!
Since it's clear she won't be getting the amount she was hoping for, she decides when she realizes that bonus cash isn't happening, the customer flips the script, blaming the gold price drop for her unhappiness. She's dead set on getting her money despite market facts. Hey.
Gold has gone down.
Give me my money.
Is she serious?
Yeah, you had to bring him around because you...
But Nikki's had enough of the drama. She tells the customer to hit the road, saying disruptive behavior isn't cool, and well, she's not welcome anymore. Customers out, never to return.
Here, have a good day and walk
I ain't never
outside.
coming back to this store. You ain't big.
Have a good day. Have a good
You
day.
ain't big. I will rob you.
Have a good.
A young man from Dallas walks in, all proud of the watch that his grandma gave him, thinking it's worth $500. But Les takes a look and points out some issues, saying it's not worth much.
A man from Dallas walks in.
What you got here?
That's watch my grandmother gave me.
Uh-huh. And how much did you want?
I'm trying to get $500.
The guy's not having it. He wants to talk to someone who knows their stuff.
Yeah, you see this discoloration on the side?
No.
Rose color metal in there, looks like copper.
I see gold.
But it's not gold. I wouldn't be able to take it.
Can't give me nothing.
Les tries to reassure him, but things go south. The guy's all frustrated, claiming his watch is worth $500, demanding to talk to the jeweler.
Sorry.
Can I talk to somebody that knows what they're doing?
You can talk to me.
Unless you're bullshitting me, man. I have to get home, man, this week.
I understand that, but it's got no value.
It does have value.
Things begin to go south.
This is a bunch of bullshit, man. I want to pawn my watch that's worth $500.
Let me have you talk to my jeweler.
Now, when the jeweler says it's basically worthless, things get wild. The guy goes off, and before you know it, he's getting escorted outside unceremoniously.
Well, this guy's been in the jewelry business all of his life. He wants a $500 loan on a watch. What can you do with him?
What are we doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names. We're not calling you any names.
Outside, he's still fuming, dropping some colorful words. It's a full-blown scene at the pawn shop. The guy wants his watch back, but Les isn't having it.
Nothing. Stop being a bitch. This is the worst pawn shop in the city. It's a piece of dude. Give me my mother, man. Come over here and pick this bitch up.
You, get him.
Yeah. Let's go, my man. You got Jimmy, man. Buddy, boys up. Hands off, yes, sir. Yo.
A customer eager to test the bike's functionality pushed to take it for a spin right inside the store.
Horsepower I got? A lot. 600 cc's, my man.
Seth, smelling something fishy, hesitates but agrees to check it outside. The customer, though, pushes to ride it down the road, making Seth suspicious of his motives. It's just pretty wild.
I want to see what it's got. Can I get the keys? I want to see if it starts. I'm not turning it on in here, but if you want, we can take it outside.
Now, it's clear that this customer might have some sketchy plans. Seth, playing it smart, doesn't let the guy take control of the bike. Faith in a person he just met.
You can't let me take the bike down the road.
Now, the customer, thinking that he's all tough, brings in a friend, calling him his dog, trying to challenge Seth's authority.
Let's try it out. Who's this guy? That's my dog. That's your dog? That's my dog.
But guess what? Seth's got backup. Byron and the crew. Byron is known for his muscles ready to keep the peace. The customer, yeah, feeling overconfident, tries to provoke Byron, but it backfires big time. Byron takes charge and kicks him out.
Understand? Why? You got somebody that's gonna stop me? Byron. Come on. Man, I don't need your dog. Come on, dog. You get over here and take care of this light work.
Byron's big presence shows that loud barks don't always mean a big bite. The troublemakers learn the hard way that messing with Byron is a bad idea. Now,
it don't matter where the I'm from, man.
You stay the out my face. That's all I can tell you.
Show you whose face I'm gonna get in. This your dog, right?
You get up in my face.
Have a nice day.
Drama in the store, and Byron's not having any of it.
I guess I had a big bark and a big bite, because I pushed both of them out of the...
It's time for a showdown as the customer's all worked up about his busted lounger from the shop and he wants his money back. But surprise, he didn't keep the receipt.
Money back.
Ab lounger I bought here, man, workout. Now, this thing obviously couldn't handle what I was doing on it. So 2 days later, it don't even work.
Let's lay it out. No receipt, no refund. But this customer's not having it. He's all about the money, not interested in an exchange, and things get loud. Security's on standby.
Necessary to keep the receipt.
I don't have a receipt. I didn't think I needed to keep it.
There's nothing I can do for you without a receipt. If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange. I could give you some.
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money and then we won't have any more problems with this.
The customer keeps pushing, not caring about security or anything else. He's dead set on getting his money back, even throwing out threats.
I need my money back.
Not gonna do anything.
And like all this security standing around or whatever, I don't give a rat's ass about that. There better be some money.
When he sees security, he gets a bit jittery but doesn't back down, demanding even more backup. It's a feral showdown at the pawn shop.
It reaches the point of no return.
Oh, son.
Come on, come on, man, let's go.
Really?
Let's go. I told you last time. We got you, buddy. Bring a couple more. Come on. We got you. Bring it.
The Gold family gets hit with a shocker when they catch their own employee, Christina, in a sneaky scheme. They're all curious about Christina's shady moves. Turns out she's been pulling off a scam right under their noses. During busy times, she's cooking up fake loan tickets, sneaking money from the pawn shop. The family's jaws drop. Total disbelief.
At your merchandise.
Yes. I wrote up the loan. Okay. I wrote it up, but I only did it when we were busy.
So they confront Christina about it, and it's a mess. Her crafty plan makes it tough to figure out how much she stole. The numbers they're throwing around hint at thousands of dollars gone. Money off of them bit by bit.
And so you wrote it up for $350?
Yes.
And what about this piece right here? How much did you give a loan on for?
The Golds are just stunned at their own employees' audacity and cunning moves. Stolen.
But you wrote up a fake ticket and stole money from us. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Les tries to cut a deal, saying spill the beans and maybe they'll go easy. But Christina's all defiant, giving vague answers and stalling.
How much money do you think you've stolen from American Jewelry?
Would you say it's over $1,000?
I don't understand what that is.
Yes or no?
When the police get involved, it hits them. This is serious stuff. Les gives Christina a last warning, saying once that door opens, her fate is sealed. Even with a chance to cooperate, Christina's not budging, so the Golds have to hand her over to the cops.
You're just stealing from us all alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct? Last chance, because once that door opens and the cops come in here, I have no option.
With the way she had to do their dues.
Okay.
All right, check this. A customer walks in wanting a receipt for something she already owns.
Item that they already owned.
We don't give out receipts. What you mean you don't give out receipts? When we give you your item, that's your receipt. That's proof that you paid to take it out.
I need this receipt to show what I spent my money on. So I do business with...
Les says the item itself is proof of purchase, but she's not having it. She insists on a receipt to show what she spent her money on.
With the answer,
Bitch, give me my mother receipt. I need a receipt. My man needs to know what the I spent my money on, and you sitting there looking all stupid and you can look at...
Even with Les trying to talk sense, things go south. The customer gets all aggressive, throws around some colorful words, and even threatens physical harm. Security steps in and the manager gets called, but it's getting more heated.
Bitch, I beat your mother ass. I ain't got time to play with your ass. Somebody give me a mother manager up in this bitch.
The manager shows up, but Les is done. He tells the customer it's time to hit the road, but she's not backing down.
I've been doing with my money. Can I get
I don't know what the you've been doing with your money.
So you gonna sit there and act like that?
Yes.
Bitch, I'll burn this mother down.
Okay, it's time for your ass to get out of here.
Security tries to escort her out, but she resists, causing a scene and accusing them of making her fall.
Hands off me! You better get your bitch! Oh, no, bitch! No, y'all gonna make me fall like that, bitch!
It's a tense situation, drama at its peak in the pawn shop. A customer walks in dead set on selling his jacket at a price he thinks is fair. Rightfully deserves in mind.
I'm looking to get some money for it, man. I'd like to get, and I'm going to get, about 50 or 60 bucks. Can't walk out of here.
But things get wild as he brushes off small talk, just wanting the cash ASAP.
How long have you owned this jacket? What's it matter how long I've owned this? Just give me some money, man.
The employee tries to chat, but the customer's all about getting a good deal because of medical needs. Negotiations kick in, and the customer flat out rejects offers, aiming for 40, 50, or even 60 bucks.
Problem I need to deal with, man. All I want is some money. Give me 40 bucks, 50 bucks, man. At least 60.
Now, Les, who's usually quick with this stuff, finds himself in a twist. He throws 20 bucks on the table, making things even more tense. Normally, he'd have booted him out for being rude.
I'll buy it from you for 20.
20? Are you nuts, bro?
Security jumps in, forming a shield around Les, expecting trouble.
Not as nuts as me, though, brother. Give me
You
something
wouldn't
for it,
have a
man.
clue how nutty I can be. I'm a crazy mother.
But the customer's not backing down, claiming he's capable of unpredictable actions. Les holds his ground, hinting at the security measures, saying being reckless won't end well for the troublemaker. Imposing man.
Want to get hurt today? I wouldn't be too stupid if I was you.
So what if I jump at you?
Oh, I don't want to do that, man.
See that big gun, this mother?
As things calm down, Les gives props to the security team for keeping order. The customer, realizing the odds aren't in his favor, acknowledges the security team's lucky presence. Somewhat peaceful conclusion.
They're lucky they got you, man.
Yeah, because if we don't have him, then we got him. And if we don't have him, then we got him. And then we got 3 other behind you.
Ashley, a customer walks in, dead set on selling his watch.
Put this watch in here. It's worth $820.
How much you pay for it?
Maybe like.
No beating around the bush, he wants at least $400, claiming the watch is worth $820. Les, keeping it real, says he might pay around $7 for it, but the customer, not having it, wants an F for the watch, meaning $400.
Like 7.
Yeah, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me 4. Give me 4 for this watch, man. Come on, man.
Asking for $400.
As things heat up, the customer starts yelling about having a baby on the way and struggling. Les congratulates him but sticks to his offer. The customer, frustrated, keeps pushing for $400 or even $450, raising his voice and venting about his living situation.
Carl, give me like $450 for this watch.
Why are you yelling at me?
I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. Boy, give me $400 for this watch.
Then it takes a wild turn. The customer starts insulting Les, calling the place a hoe-ass place and breaking things. Security steps in, telling him to clean up his mess, but the customer's not backing down, hurling vulgarities and challenging Les.
Baby on the way, they gonna do this bullshit to me, dog.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Hey, give me some cash for this watch, man. 400?
No, I'm sorry.
This is a bullshit-ass place, man. This whole ass.
Les decides he's had enough, goes around the counter, showing he won't take any disrespect. The customer, seemingly oblivious, keeps up the aggressive act.
Les and breaking things.
Y'all, man, it's some bullshit.
Excuse me. Hey, bitch, pick it up.
You call what? Hey, who the you calling a bitch?
Security tries to keep the peace, but the customer's attitude pushes Les to the edge. It's tense, like a battleground of words and emotions in the pawn shop.
He goes around the counter to take matters into his own hands.
Touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude. I'm out this bitch, man. Y'all, man, for real. Y'all, I'm out this bitch, dog.
Ashley's dealing with a customer who says his watch is messed up, but surprise, he doesn't have a receipt.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Not good. I got a little issue here.
What's your issue?
Bought this watch from you guys a couple days ago and it's not working.
The guy claims he dropped a bunch of cash but can't remember how much or show a receipt.
How'd you pay?
Cash?
Cash. How much did you spend?
I spent a lot of money on that thing, man.
Okay, number one, I'm not swearing at you out of respect.
Ashley, smelling something fishy, decides to play along and points out a problem with the watch. She's like, Rolex watches shouldn't have this issue. But here's the kicker. The guy throws a veiled threat, hinting at consequences if Ashley was a trained cop.
Do you wear contacts?
No.
You can see well, right?
I can see very well.
What does it say?
Now Ashley's not having it. She keeps her cool, uses her training, and delivers a swift response. A chokeslam. But she decided to play along with his games.
Come here, I'm gonna show you exactly where your Rolex is. And by the way, if you wear a tank top, I'd advise you work out some more. So come on.
The guy, realizing he underestimated the situation, backs off quickly. Message delivered. Threatening behavior won't fly in the store.
Really?
How about it? Get the off. Get the off.
A lot of people probably don't know. I'm trying.
The customer's still demanding what he thinks he paid for, but Ashley's chill. She hands back his cash, making it clear that being confrontational won't change the outcome.
I want what I paid for.
Here you go, cash.
I want what I paid for. Bitch.
A mom and daughter storm into the shop, all worked up about a stolen ring.
Ocean has Ashley's attention.
My daughter, she stole my mama's ring. I need you to do whatever you gotta do,
But the twist is, they spill that they've got no receipt or ID. Ashley, one of the employees, catches wind of the drama and steps in. The mom's dead set on getting the ring back, but no proper paperwork is a roadblock.
How you gonna sit here and tell me? You told me you brought it here, right? Now what we gonna do?
There's nothing
what
I can do.
What the hell we gonna do?
I have to have her ID or